understand people, like, I realize Discord is kind of like Twitter, whereas people will just put their display names as whatever the fuck they want. But, like, how do people know who you are? On Discord especially, like, because on Twitter, like, you know, you look at someone's description, it says, like, hi, I'm Casey, I'm 22 years old, I like eggs, and then you're like, oh shit, it's my friend from college, or whatever the fuck. And, even if their display name is Assmaster6000. But then, on Discord, I have people added where I look at their display name, and their display name is something like that, and I just look at their profile, and I'm like, who the hell is this? I don't know who this is. So, anyway. I'm gonna play Saturni now. Sorry, have I already gotten to a mini rant today? Where I'm just like, why do people? Oh shit, I did a save state for this shit, that's right. Didn't I save it as like gumshoefucks.dst? Cause I saw it on, okay, that was definitely, I think I mentioned on stream that I was like, yeah, I saved it as gumshoefucks.dst. I'm pretty sure on stream I said, I'm gonna look at this save file later and go, what the hell is this? I don't understand. And guess what? It's exactly how I feel. I don't know why the hell I saved as that. Do you guys remember? I don't remember. So there's some evidence I need to get. I actually, like, vaguely looked at a walkthrough, and by looked at, I mean honestly skimmed. Because I'm such a failure that even when I use a walkthrough, I don't use it correctly. I just skim it like, yeah, I know what to do. And I should be able to break Larry's Cyclocks, and that's like a thing that I have to do. If you heard that slurping noise, I'm sorry. That was me taking a giant gulp of coffee. Though I'm in a great mood. I have a lot of energy. It's a shame that I'm playing Ace Attorney, which doesn't really take a whole lot of... Well, it does take a whole lot of my energy, because that's a lot of reading. But if it was like an action game or something, maybe that would be good. You have the note, so yeah, you can. Ah, cool. I thought Larry... Where did Larry go? He's around, right? Quit looking at me with those big old eyes. Oh man, I also remembered that, a certain character will be returning soon. For those of you who come to my streams or watch my VODs or whatever to see Ace Attorney for the first time. I don't know where the fuck. Where's Larry? Isn't he in the detention center? Is he? I don't think he is. But anyway, for those of you who have been watching my streams or VODs to see Ace Attorney for the first time, I won't spoil it, but a certain character is coming back soon, and I'm very, very enthused for it. How do I even get to the detention center? I've gone around in circles for like 20 minutes. Courtyard is still just Gumshoe with different music. What the hell? I don't think I can go to the detention center. Hey, Emerald Glow, thanks for coming to the stream. It's always good to see familiar faces. I always say familiar faces, and I'm just like, is that weird? Because this is the internet, and it's really just familiar usernames. I don't see y'all's faces. I don't know what y'all look like. When I picture Gentle Ralts, for example, I definitely just picture a Ralts as talking to me. Okay, so fuck. From the bridge? Really? That's weird. Did I not see that before? Oh, there it is. Why the bridge? Ugh, it's fine. I read the notification too fast and my brain went, oh damn, Mika's painting? Oh, that's weird. Well, I'm gonna do like a Bob Ross stream. Someone was saying I should do like Joel did and do a stream where I follow like a Bob Ross tutorial in Mario Paint or something. But it's like, now that like, that's like a trend for a while that people were following. Okay, so I don't know where the hell Larry is. I've effectively wandered around in circles. I must like need to trigger a flag somehow. So Larry's dead, got it. Yeah, he's just passed out in the snow somewhere. Thank you, Gumshoe. I'm not gonna... Adorable. Heading on this important information. Okay, so maybe I'm missing something from Bikini, and that's what's going on. Okay, okay, okay. There must be something I have to present to her. Maybe she has something to say about Iris's hood.
Well, that's a demon warding hood. Acolytes are highly susceptible to possession by evil spirits, you know. That's why we always wear these for protection.
It just fucking... I'm sorry, when I imagine some, like, divine piece of material for protection, I don't imagine, like, a pillowcase with a big bow on it, but okay. I'm sorry, was that too shady? Do I sound like I'm shading on spirituality? I'm not, I just think those are really boring looking hoods.
What are you waiting for? You won't get any protection just by holding it, you know.
Oh, I totally want to see Edgeworth wearing this hood.
Put it on already!
No, I can't. I was just... What was he gonna say? It's a magic pillowcase? Thank you. It's like it was just made for you, Mr. Edgeworth. What do you mean by that, detective?
It looks absolutely marvelous. You've just got to keep it on for a while.
No, I want to see this. Why aren't they showing me this? I want to see Edgeworth wearing this hood. Is this some sort of divine retribution? Okay, well I didn't get anything from showing her that, but it was worth it, probably. Do you know anything about this old crumpled up letter?
Is that addressed to Iris?
Yep, it clearly says to Iris on it.
I can't believe it. That girl doesn't have any secrets from me.
Wouldn't you say hide, not have? It's fine. I almost forgot that you're Edgeworth here. I know, isn't it fucking lit? It's the best. It's the best. 10 out of 10. The fan service has been turned up to fucking 12 in this case. So Sister Bikini didn't know anything about it. Wait, what? That's very sex. I 100% agree, Plastic. 100. How about the staff? Okay, no, this is gonna give me the default message, I bet. That's funny. They made a reference to song Material Girl. Present Iris? Ooh, okay. It's presenting profiles is such a, like, you don't really expect to get much out of it unless it's like someone that you don't have the identification for, so it's sort of hard to think of it. It makes sense, but it's kind of a weird thing. I don't remember if they're too much in the rest of the Ace Attorney series, if they really double down on the, oh yeah, present profiles to get things. You said you went with Maya to the training hall in the Inner Temple last night. Did you happen to see Iris while you were there?
Of course I saw her. I told her to meet us after ringing the 10 o'clock bell for lights out.
So you're saying Iris came to the Inner Temple then?
Of course she did. Iris has always been a good, obedient girl. After that, I and Maya began her training ceremony.
I like Bikini because she straight up looks like she's made of pudding, and I think that's very endearing and cute. But that doesn't fit with Iris's story at all. She said she never went to the Inner Temple. Bum bum bum. I was just about to say, oh, the plot thinnens, and Gumshoe's just like, as they say, the plot thickens. He keeps fucking saying that. I don't think there's... There must be something I have to get out of Bikini. I just don't know what it is. She doesn't have psych locks. Oh, cult. About this picture. I think, oh, you know... Did she just say S to the XE? Okay. Oh, cult. This is too much.
Well, look at that. I've looked pretty S to the XE, don't you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Up until recently, we avoided exposure in such magazines, but this time we had our reasons.
Is that so?
Well, why deny the world the sight of such a lovely face?
Thank you. Really, thank you. That was very productive. I like her. I like her too! Fun fact, the reason why Bikini is so small is they ran out of cartridge space. That's cute. Was she originally supposed to be like... Because she's like chubby. Was she originally supposed to be like big and chubby? And then they were just like, oh, we don't have enough room. We'll just make her short and chubby. Because that's adorable. 10 out of 10. I'm glad that cartridge ran out of space because that's cute as fuck. I like how her Magatama is pink and all the other ones are green. Iris wears a Magatama, right? What color is hers? I don't think I can see it right now. Oh. I think hers is green too, yeah? Maybe it's also pink. It's purple? Sweet. I love purple, baby.
Oh, well, well, look what you found. That's the master of the Crane channeling technique, Mystic Misty Fae.
That's kind of hard to say. Mystic Misty Fae. Fae.
It's been nearly 20 years since since Mystic Misty's disappearance. Apparently, she intended to pass on the master title to her daughter.
Which one? She's got two. Who's this daughter?
Well, I myself am part of a branch family of the Fae clan.
Good for you. Which daughter?
But even I am not privy to the information concerning the main family.
Oh, okay, cool. Mystic Misty. That's so fucking hard to say. Do you have anything to say about this Magatama?
That's one of the Fae clan's very own Magatamas.
Oh, okay, so only the Fae clan gets the green ones and you guys get pink ones? Wait, what color is Pearl's? Is Pearl's green? God, did I only just now notice this shit?
That's a priceless treasure you've got there.
Wow, I'm impressed, sir. You never fail to surprise me.
Yes, you don't look it, but now I can see you're a real fan of the occult.
Excuse me? Edgeworth is like hard the opposite. Pearl's is blue if I remember correctly. Really? Hold on, I actually have a picture of Pearl like right there on my desktop right now. Let me fucking pull it up because this is gonna bother me. Oh yeah, hers is blue! What? I didn't notice that until just now. Oh, I feel stupid now. That's fine. Oh shit, I just woke up Hilda with that. Sometimes I start talking, and Hilda walks over and starts meowing, and it's kind of like she is like, hey, shut the hell up, now I'm talking. She thinks she's a people.
Clearly you're a big fan of the Korean tradition.
Wow, I'm impressed, sir. You never fail to surprise me. I should have known better than to show this thing around. What have I not showed her? The Shichi Shito? Oh, she doesn't have anything to say about the Shichi Shito. What am I missing? Weather data? Nope. I guess I should show her profiles. I showed her. What about the photo of Elise?
Oh, how could such a terrible thing have happened? It's all my fault.
Oh, I think I already had this conversation. Yeah. Must be rough. Cool story. How about the map? Nope. Pearl's is blue, Iris is in pink, and Morgan oddly doesn't have one. Didn't Morgan herself say that Pearl is gifted with the channeling, but Morgan actually can't do it? Because then it'd just be like, she has like no spiritual energy, so fuck it, she doesn't need a Magatama. So, I mean, that's just me wild mass guessing, but since Morgan can't channel, she probably can't really... I mean, because they have to be charged, like, don't the Magatamas get charged by, like, the spirit channelers? So, like, Morgan wearing one would be like just wearing a plain old necklace. They have to, like, you know, stick the Magatama in their mouth for like 6 hours. Just suck on it. Oh, that's gross. I don't know why I said that. Because then Phoenix is like, hey, I need to break some Cyclox. And then Maya's like, you got it. And she just like fucking sticks it in her mouth. And then Phoenix is like, what are you doing? She's like, well, I'm charging it. And she just pulls it out. It's fucking covered in spit. And she's like, here you go. Nasty. J.O. crystals but charged with spirit energy. Will you shut the up fuck? Will you shut the up fuck? I swear. It's weird that no one's made a joke about J.O. crystals until this point, honestly. At least I don't think so. Maybe I have. Oh, this poor girl. Where could she have gone? Yeah, I'm kind of concerned about that too. She's fucking 9 and everyone's just like, someone died! Also, this 9-year-old is missing. And I'm like, you know, death is finality. I'm a little worried about the 9-year-old. We don't know where she is. Has anyone done like a missing child report? Are we just doing the fucking like, oh, you know, leave out a saucer of milk and she'll come back? Well, we checked out her home and she's not there.
She's nowhere in the vicinity of the temple either.
Which means There's only a few other possibilities as to where she could be. Do you think maybe she fell off the bridge and was carried downstream? Why do you have to be such a pessimist, detective? Usually it's you. I was just trying to think like you, Mr. Edgeworth. Oh shit, we've had this conversation. I've shown her Pearl. What up, Phoenix? Oh yeah, he's relevant to this case, isn't he? This man, his face betrays a life of suffering and great. Oh wait, we've had this conversation too. I think I've shown her all of these profiles. Shit, what about Larry? Oh, we haven't had this. This is Mystic Elise's apprentice, is it not? I think you might have a bit of a crush on me. Sweet boy at any rate. Huh? Oh, I don't blame him. Sister Bikini understands the temptations of young men. Sure. But I'm afraid it wouldn't be proper to abuse my position. What if she's right? Alright, y'all can laugh. You can be like, not likely, old lady, haha. What if she's right? Mika, do you need help again? Yeah, cause, I mean, it's been like 3 days since I played this. Hey Mika, I was gonna stream, but then I remembered that you were streaming, so I'm gonna watch. Hey man, you can do whatever you want. Hey buddy, hey pal, you can do whatever you want, but thanks for coming to my stream, I appreciate it. I'm afraid it would be proper to abuse my position. I am head nut after all. But in return, I did allow him to draw a portrait of me. I pray it was a pose that maintained your modesty, for everyone's sake. What if she was naked? Just what if? What if Larry was just like, alright, now get nude. Just what if? Do you know Godot? No, she doesn't know who this is. We've talked to her about Maya. I doubt she has anything important to say about herself, except that she has a bad back. That's my grandma, Raltz. How old is Bikini? She's only- your grandma's only 48, Ren? Have you talked to Iris at the detention center? I did. There's no one there now. Words. I guess I'm not getting anything out of Bikini. That's my father's age. Wait. Oh, see, there you go. I was like, she's not that old. She's got no wrinkles on her. She's like pure bubble. She looks like she's made of rubber. I don't mean that as a bad thing, you know. That's skin elastic. Anyway, no one's here, so I can't talk to Iris at this point. I don't think I'm getting anything out of Bikini. Do I need to get anything out of fucking Gumshoe? Gumshoe, you want to look at some stuff? Would you like to look at these things? Here you go. Look at this stuff. Look at it. Yeah, he's not gonna have anything to say. Look at Pearl. What about Pearl? Has no one seen her at all since last night? Seems that way. Apparently, she hasn't gone back to Karain Village either, sir. But it's true that she was with Elise Donham at some point last night. No doubt about it. You mean that maybe whoever killed Miss Donham also? Don't jump to any crazy conclusions. Ouch. You sure have one mean punch, Mr. Ed. He punched Gumshoe over insinuating that Pearl might be dead. Understandable, though. Ouch! Yeah, I don't know what the hell. I wonder if Maya's alright? I could never show my face to Wright again if something were to happen to her. Ah, it'll be okay. If that ever happens, you can just show him my face. How's that? I mean, I didn't mean it like that, sir. It was just a silly little joke. I wonder if there's another way to get across to the other side. The support wires for the bridge are still intact, correct? The bridge is almost 20 yards long. I know I may look it, Mr. Edgeworth, but I'm no superhero. He is a big guy. Examine the Heavenly Hall sign again? Alright, you got it. In any case, I just hope Maya is alright. Me too, bitch. The fuck? That's my wife in there. I love Maya. As if y'all don't already know. Wait, do I need to... Wait, you mean... Hold on. Fuck. Can I look at your court record? Yeah, no problem. So we got my fucking badge. In fact, it's not even mine. It's Phoenix's. It's by the suspension bridge. Oh. I was trying to go to the other thing. The courtyard. But then I realized that's not where that is. Hanging scroll, Iris's hood, the map. Oh, cult. The photo of Elise. Should read over these, actually, because I haven't played this for a couple days. Original weather report for the night of the crime. Cool. Weather data. Shito. The victim's staff and the note to Iris. To Iris of Hazakura Temple. Salutation here. Have I read this yet? I don't know if I've read this. There's something I must talk to you about. I'll be waiting for you tonight at 10 at Heavenly Hall. Make sure you come unless you want your secret to be exposed. Bum bum bum! Damn, this fucking case really gets the ball rolling, you know? Okay. Right, this side. Sorry. There's a little shack down the way called Heavenly Hall. A shack? It's like a rundown doghouse for losers who can't bear the freezing drafts of wind. Kinda reminds me of my apartment, sir. Sounds about right. The name Heavenly Hall makes it sound like a palace. Giving a hovel a great name is a crime itself. I call it false advertising. By the way, the name of my apartment complex is Compton Castles. That's not such a great name if you ask me. Well, it's not such a great apartment either, sir. How'd you even get the badge? Phoenix just gave it to him. It was like, hey, I need you to be a defense attorney. Here, just take my badge. They won't care. And I mean, they're right, because fucking remember what happened in the last case. I know what you're missing. Go to the courtyard and speak to Gumshoe. You got it! How did I fucking... Sounds about right. But he's across the bridge? Phoenix? No, he's not. He's in the hospital. What are you talking about? Phoenix is in the hospital. He did not make it across that bridge. Cool. Talk to Gumshoe. Oh. Are there different talking topics here than there were at the bridge? Or am I just... Whatever, let's talk. The victim is the famous picture book author, Miss Elise Donham. Her entire past up until she won that writing award last year is a total mystery. It's hard to believe in this day and age you can still find people like that. The estimated time of death of the victim was between 10 and 11 p.m. on February 7th. Cause of death was blood loss resulting from a stab to the back by the murder weapon, which was that giant stick thing. I asked if you did it last stream and you said you did. I lied. I thought I did. Listen, I don't know what planet I was on 3 days ago. I might have been fucking, like, sleepless. The murder weapon? The victim was found skewered with a giant sword, sir. That's terrible. That's weird coming out of Edgeworth's mouth. To, like, remark on a murder that, like that when half the time he's just like, someone died, who cares? Yeah, but there's one strange thing. Yes? The victim's entire body was covered with bruises. The bruises are consistent with falling from the height of a two-story building. A two-story building? That would be about the same height as that room in the front of us, correct? Hey, you're right! Way to go, Mr. Edgeworth! That just happens to be the room that Miss Elise Donham was staying in. Maybe she was pushed out of the window after she was stabbed by the sword? The autopsy report is what you need to progress the story. Oh. Now then, Detective, let's see if we can summarize what we've learned so far. Okay, let's take a look at the map. Looks oddly familiar, don't it? According to the testimony of Sister Bikini, the head nun, she and Maya Fey headed to the inner temple right after dinner was finished. This music is always really weird to me, because it sounds like someone, like, smacking a metal bat on a garage door. Like this- wait, where's the sound? That one. Is it just me? It sounds like someone smacking a metal bat on a garage door. Huh, interesting map. Yeah, I know, right? Could they have made that more obvious? Just you? Oh, okay. Alright, I see how it is. Don't worry about it. At 10 p.m. after ringing the bell for lights out, Iris went to the inner temple. Pretty sure that's how they got the samples for the DS sounds, TBH. Yeah. Mika would be a bajillion times louder. Okay, a baseball bat hitting a garage door quietly. What do you want from me? Oh, it does kind of sound like someone hitting a garbage can with a bat. Bruh. Which, I mean, that's like a thing they do in sound production, so... Oh, what a suspicious bridge. Yeah, I know, right? I mean, they literally labeled it, like... Nobody at this point is like, huh, I wonder if this is relevant to the last case, considering it's the same fucking bridge. God damn. Fucking Maya's gonna channel Mia, gonna walk out to that bridge, and Mia's gonna be like, oh, not this shit again. Honestly, not this shit again. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she was- wait, what? Start over. When she got there, Bikini had her take over while she went back to Hazakura Temple. Cool. Sweet. After taking a hot bath to soothe her back, Sister Bikini witnessed the murder in the courtyard. If you want more details, you should ask Bikini herself. No, we're not talking to Bikini anymore. I'm done. It's good. We're done. The Inner Temple, huh? I'd like some more information about that place. Tell me more shit about shit, please. The Bat Sound song. Yeah. I'm gonna, like, contact Capcom and call them up and be like, hey, what's the name of that one Ace Attorney track? And they're gonna be like, which one? I'm like, the one that it sounds like you're hitting a trash can with a metal bat? And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about? What is the name of that track? Does anyone want to look that up for me? The trial starts tomorrow, but who's the prosecutor? I'm pretty sure it's that Godot guy, but nobody can get hold of him, so they're looking for a replacement. What do you mean? It's really weird. All of a sudden, no one can reach him. I wonder if the rumors are true. Maybe since Mr. Wright caught a cold and won't be defending, he just lost interest. Caught a cold is kind of downplaying it. Like, doesn't he have a high fever and he's in the hospital? Like, he's fucked up right now. Having straight up fever dreams about what's going on. I intend to appear in court in the role of defense lawyer. However, I would be quite unhappy if it came out that I'm actually a prosecutor. Yeah, I can see why, but I'm not the one you have to worry about. I think the real problem is gonna be that judge. Yes, he certainly would remember my face even after such a long absence. That's why I request another judge preside over the case. Oh god, Jesus. We've only met each other once. There's a good chance he won't remember me. Gee, I wonder who it's gonna be. I wonder if he's Canadian and he's weird about 14-year-olds. Yeah, but what about the prosecutor? Everyone in the prosecutor's office must know you. Wouldn't it be a problem if someone in there made a big stink, sir? There's no need to worry. I pulled a few strings and arranged for a prosecutor of my own choosing. Wow, Mr. Edgeworth. I had no idea you had such a powerful string to pull. What a cool guy, am I right? Oh man, what is this inner temple that Maya was supposedly training at? According to Bikini, it's an old building they use for training the acolytes. It's on the other side of the Dusky Bridge. The bridge that burned down, huh? Is there anything else on the other side of that bridge besides the inner temple? Nope, not a thing. Nothing? The other side is surrounded by cliffs on all sides. In a way, it's kind of like a little island out there. So the only thing is the inner temple. I hear it's not the kind of place a person could survive in. Please be alright, Maya. It's worth worrying about Maya. Dabs my eyes. Everyone loves each other. Everyone hold hands. Don't you just fucking love, like, mutual love and respect? I can get down to clown with that. So anyway, we got that autopsy report, so yeah! In fact, I should read it, just in case. At 10 to 11 p.m. Cause, loss of blood, stab in the back, body fell 10 feet after death? That's kind of weird. The note to Iris, the victim's staff. Okay, yeah. I'm sorry, I just keep looking at the court record because it's been a while. I forgot that I donated like 200 bits, so now I'm number 3 on the channel that I stream on. I was like, isn't this a funny bit? Donating to the channel you stream on? I think it's hilarious. Because I just looked over at the chat and I was like, oh yeah, I'm number 3. How about that? I'm sorry, I'm fucking going in circles again because I keep forgetting how to get to the detention center. We're number 3. We're number 3. Wowie zowie. Okay, cool. Can I get some... Yeah! Hey, you're back.
Mr. Edgeworth.
I came back because I need to ask you a few more questions if you don't mind.
But I've already told you everything that I...
Iris, please remember, I'm on your side. You can tell me anything. And her Monogatama is purple. Look at that. Time for some sad piano music.
Yes, thank you.
But no. I need a drink of this coffee. Oh no, it's just the same talking topics as before. Oh, but I can ask her about the Inner Temple now. Hey. I got a new almond milk than the stuff I was drinking before. And it's that name brand shit, Silk. Boy, is it good. It's way better than, like, the almond milk I was drinking was already good, but this stuff is still better. I just finished speaking with the head nun of Hazakura Temple. She testified very clearly as to what happened. She said she saw you stab Miss Elise Donim with a sword. And one other thing. She said that when Maya Fey began her training at the Inner Temple, you were there as well.
What?
When I spoke with you last, you claimed that you never went to the Inner Temple. And yet Sister Bikini says she met with you at the Inner Temple that very night.
But I didn't go there. I didn't go to the Inner Temple last night.
Looks like she's unwilling to tell me the whole truth. No shit. Girls who look like that not telling the truth? Totally not a thing that ever happens in Ace Attorney. I wonder if I'll find the answers I'm looking for if I break those psycho locks. It's still really funny. I just really want Phoenix to like break through the door and be like, they're called psych locks! What the hell's wrong with you? I don't think I can get much further right now though. Should Larry show back up at this point? Because I know I can break his psych locks. Oh, come on, Larry. Really now? Okay. Yeah, no, I guess I do have to talk to Iris more. That's fine, it's fine. Every time I say her name, I want to start making references to Mega Man X4, but then I'm actually like, is that dated enough that people won't get it? People don't know the, like, classic Mega Man meme? Because I remember that was, like, the big thing back in those days. You know? Early YouTube, people were like, fucking watch Iris's death. This is the funniest thing. No, this can't be happening. There's no reason for me to go on. Well, what am I fighting for? I guess I'll try talking to Iris about other stuff, but yeah, I don't, yeah. She probably won't know anything about anything. Try asking her about Elise Donum. Just bought that game, can't wait for that scene. Mega Man X4 is like fun, but boy. The bad voice acting is just abysmal. I'm trying to think how many Mega Man games with voice acting in them have good voice acting. Like Mega Man X8 was pretty good. I want to say Command Mission's voice acting wasn't bad, but maybe the script was just very blah. I'd have to replay Command Mission. I might be like one of the only people who's played fucking Mega Man Command Mission, but it's a good game.
That's Miss Mystic Elise Donum. She's a picture book author, so I've heard.
Does she come to Hazakura Temple often?
No, this was her first time. It's just that she was a very important visitor.
Is that so?
Yes, Sister Bikini told me, be certain not
Oh my god, Fred Fox!
Oh my god, Fred Fox. Sega Sergeant, thank you so much for the 210 bits. It's true, now you are number 3. Did you donate just enough to, like, be above me? That's choice. I applaud you on that. That's the correct way to live your life.
Yes, Sister Bikini told me, be certain not to offend her.
The victim, Miss Elise Donum. The prosecutor's office still doesn't have much information about her, it seems. Cool. I wonder who she could be.
This is the trainee's younger sister, correct?
She's cute as a button, and she seems to really love mashed potatoes and gravy. I mean, same. Oh? She even said she was going to have the leftovers for dinner the next night, and then she took the leftover potatoes and the whole pot of gravy with her to her room? Pearl? Pearl, are you okay? Pearl, are you gonna sleep next to a bowl of mashed potatoes? Oh, jeez. Being motherless is really not going so well for Pearl. She's like holding the bowl of potatoes and she's like,
These potatoes are my mom now.
she's very hungry. Well, she is a growing girl after all. Or maybe it's very warm. Stop. I don't want to think about poor baby Pearl curled up in bed, huddling to mashed potatoes for warmth. That makes me so sad. Oh man. I've had a lot of coffee. I'm gonna start like shaking and lawyering all over the place. Mika, can't we break her locks? I don't think so! I don't know, man. I get so hesitant when it comes to these things. That's quite an appetite for such a little girl. I mean, it can't hurt to talk to her about things. I mean, look at that dialogue we just got. My life has now changed knowing that Pearl probably fell asleep next to a bowl of mashed potatoes and then went missing. I wish that was my legacy. Oh my god. That was so weird. Did y'all hear the fucking Edgeworth ass voice? Oh man. It's like I know I'm playing as Edgeworth and yet, whoa. Okay, whew, too much coffee. Whew, okay, Godot. I mean, I myself am too a big fan of coffee. I drink a lot of it. I was frightened. Since I have been handed this case, it's my duty to dig up all the answers, understand?
Yes, sir.
The smallest flame can sometimes bathe a case in a whole new light. In my years in court, I've seen it happen over and over again. That's why I'm committed to searching until I have those answers. Now then, is it really true that you didn't go to the inner temple last night?
Yes, I swear. I already told you that.
Yes, you said you didn't go because you were frightened.
That's right.
If that's the case, then the obvious question is, what were you so afraid of? Iris, I wonder, is this what frightened you so much you couldn't even leave your own room? I don't know what the fuck. The weather? Was she afraid of the weather? Give her the note to Iris. Oh, duh. I don't know why. I was thinking it would be something outside, so I thought the weather, but... Oh, that's so weird. That's so weird! Oh, man. Okay, whew. She was frightened of badge! Yeah. Oh man, every time you actually get to a point in the game you do have to like present badge, it's too much. Wait until you hear his hold it. Oh god. Again, like the last time I played Trials and Tribulations was probably legitimately like 10 years ago. Maybe less, maybe more like 8 years ago, whatever. But man, it's truly been long enough that like I remember things, but some things I'm like, oh man, I do not remember this being that jarring. I found this in the main hall. It's addressed to you.
That's...
Well, Iris?
Why are you glaring at me like that?
You were scared of the blackmailer who wrote this to you. Isn't that correct?
Ah!
Got him. Was it the evidence or the power of my glare that broke that lock? Oh well, I don't suppose it matters either way.
But, Mr. Edgeworth...
Yes?
I thought that letter was just someone playing a prank on me.
A prank?
Well, yes. After all, even if I did have a secret, there's no one to tell it to...
You'll get used to them by the time you finish the investigations games. Oh god, right. Boy, those sure are a thing that I said I would stream. Who's this Dahlia-looking beach? Andy, haven't you played this game? I could have sworn you've played Ace Attorney. Did you only play the first two? Yes, and yet you don't remember? Or are you just making a haha funny?
there's no one to tell it... There's no one to tell it to that could cause me any grief.
I wonder about that.
Sister Bikini is like a mother to me. I would never hide anything from her.
No, you may not have anything to hide under normal circumstances. However, last night was different. Unfortunately, I don't know the exact nature of your secret yet. However, whatever it is, there's one person you didn't want your secret told to. I'm guessing Phoenix? I'm gonna guess Phoenix, probably. Yes, I just forgot. Dude, if I recall, how long ago did you play Ace Attorney, Andy? I can vaguely remember when you just, like, I don't know, you announced one day that you're just like, I'm gonna play them, and you just, like, sat down and played them. Was that, like, 2 years ago? Whatever, anyway. Hey, I was right. Phoenix Wright. You mean something to Wright, it seems. And I can tell he holds a special place in your heart as well. That's why you didn't want him, of all people, to know your deep, dark secret. Well, what do you have to say?
I should have expected as much, especially from a friend of his.
I keep seeing those sleeves poking out of her sleeves. Every time I see them, they look like giant toenails to me. Is it just me? Probably just me. Friend-zoned.
After dinner, this letter was waiting for me in my room. As I said, I was frightened by it.
What is this heavenly hall this letter mentions?
It's a small mountain shack at the base of Dusky Bridge.
A small shack, huh?
It's more like a broken-down shack that no one would ever want to go near.
Where is it on this map?
It's around here. To get there, you must follow a small path down from Dusky Bridge. The reality is, to get to the inner temple, I had no choice but to cross that bridge. But the thought that such a terrible criminal could be lurking at Heavenly Hall... I was so scared by the whole affair that I didn't want to think about it at all.
So, is this the secret that you locked away in your heart?
Yes.
It looks as though I may have to visit this heavenly hall now. Maybe I'll find some sign of our mystery blackmailer. In any case, you still claim to have never left your room last night.
Yes, that's exactly right.
The trial starts tomorrow. I promise you, I will win. I'm going to win so that you and Phoenix Wright can see each other again. Even though I have no idea who the fuck you are or why you matter. But when I do, you must promise me that you will tell him your secret.
But it's pointless.
Why would you say that?
Because I may know who Phoenix Wright is, but he has no idea who I am.
Cool story. Sorry, was that too heartless? That's nice, Iris. I have stuff to do now. Oh, God. Okay. Whoa, not much of a view down here, huh? It's still better than the view from my apartment, though. Someone's here. Hide yourself, detective! I don't know who's speaking. Oh, why? Why is- oh, it's fucking Larry. I should have known! Why does this always happen? Whenever I find a girl I like, they always run away! I even chased one of them to Tibet! Next is gonna be prison, I guess. Oh, wait, how has Larry's girlfriends go so far? Like, the girls who have actually dated him, like, one of them was just in it for the money. Got him to sell those samurai dogs, right? One of them got, murdered. One of them had a boyfriend who showed up and had the boyfriend beat up Larry. Man, Larry, maybe it's time to just give up. Like, I don't generally say this, but maybe just, you know, stop. I came into Mika laughing and saying, was that too heartless? Are those pinups on the Go Gay? I mean, yeah, it might work for you, Larry. Give it a shot. Nah, I can't do that to someone who looks like he's down on his luck. He's just talking to himself. Shh! Be quiet and listen. I knew it. I shouldn't have done that. I blew it again. Done that? What did he do, I wonder? Hey, you! About what you just said! I got an objection! What the... Edgy, you dirty rat! Gumshoe, you oaf! I'm sorry, sir. Before I knew it, I was shouting out, objection! And in a loud, commanding voice, too! I even pointed my pointer finger! You've watched too many trials. I'm sorry. Okay, Larry, the jig is up. What have you got to say for yourself? You know how sometimes I say some of this music sounds like shitposting music? This sounds like shitposting music. What is this little shack anyway? Well, I just discovered it myself yesterday. And why were you down here in the first place? Come on, I'm an artist. I was looking for a good place to sketch. Bullshit. Yeah, sketch with your paintbrush. Okay. I mean, that's on your fucking wide bristled... Larry is the name of a prime shit poster. Yeah, Larry Butts honestly sounds like a name you'd see in a forum for a guy who just makes like really shitty macros and stuff. This is a great little place. It's artistic. It's quiet, it's cold, it's got no power, and it looks like it's about to collapse. Sounds a lot like my apartment there, pal. Poor Gumshoe. One thing's for sure, no one is likely to show up and disturb you here. So, can I get you something to drink? Some hot water, maybe? He's getting all buddy-buddy on us, sir. So about Iris. Listen to me, Edgy. You gotta do this. You gotta save Iris. Why are you so sure she's innocent? Because she's cute? Watch your mouth! Anyway, I made up my mind about it. I'm gonna marry that girl. Oh my god, Larry! Stop it! Yeah, stop it! Who's Gregory? Oh shit, did I miss something in the chat about... He actually did Gregory Edgeworth's voice clips for the GK2 fan translation. Oh, that's cool. Anyway, that's Edgeworth's dad, Gregory Edgeworth. Mr. Edgeworth is pretending he didn't hear you, so I'm gonna ask for him. Have you already asked this girl to marry you? No, not yet, but I can tell how she feels by the look in her eyes. She's got this, I really want this man to carry me over the threshold look. What kind of look is that? I'm sure Nick would be surprised. He'd never imagined that I could marry such a beautiful girl like that. Something tells me he would be shocked indeed. That's why I didn't want her to do anything dangerous. I mean, what am I gonna do if she gets hurt? What is this guy trying to say? He lost me about a mile back. If we really want to know the answer to that, we're going to have to drag him onto the witness stand. Yippee! Larry in court again! Oh boy! Come to think of it, you still haven't answered my question. Where were you and what were you doing last night? Aw man, don't you have anything else to talk about? With that kind of attitude, you'll never be a ladies' man like me. The only lady that Edgeworth's really that popular with is Old Bag. Okay, chill out with those scary eyes, I got it. If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. Something incredible. He has more Cyclops than Iris did. Yeah, but let's not talk about that now. Let's talk about the good old days. What do you say? Come on, I'll pour you a nice cup of hot water. Why hasn't he realized that I absolutely despise talking about the good old days, especially with him? Present the badge? Alright. Come to think of it, when you were a kid, you were always saying, when I grow up, I want to be a lawyer and defend people, or something like that. That was a long time ago. But see, now you got the chance to follow your boyhood dream for a day! Edgy, you gotta do it! You gotta save my little Iris! My little Iris, my little Iris. Went to jail. Why are you playing as Edgeworth again? Phoenix is in the hospital and he's like, please defend Iris. There's something else you should present to Larry for another story, but I don't remember what. I'll just present him everything. Fuck it. If Edgeworth and Francisco weren't siblings, they would be a perfect couple, in my opinion. They're not siblings. They were raised together. They're kind of like pseudo-siblings, but they're not siblings. I'm just saying, like, I'm not gonna shit on your parade if you want to ship them together, 'cause they're not related. Weren't, like, they're basically siblings. I mean... In a family as estranged as that, is anyone really related? Also, yes, I'm drinking my coffee out of, like, a tin cup today. Before anyone's just like, Mika, what the fuck? I just have it, and I felt like it. This is exactly why I hate childhood friends. Damn, talk about a fucking sourpuss. Is that beans? Where's their beans? Is that beans? What should I show him? Did you see Maya? Oh, it's Maya. Nick was trying to go save her, you know? But instead, he wound up falling off the bridge. I'm not surprised, though. Nick always gets himself into trouble. You're not wrong. Well, if that isn't the pot calling the kettle black. Oh, damn true. I'm sorry, I'm reading the chat. Phoenix in a painkiller haze gave his badge to Magatama to... Yeah, I know, it's like, they don't explicitly show the scene where Phoenix is like, defend Iris in court, save Maya, take my badge, take my Magatama, but I really like to imagine that he was in like a high fever drug-induced haze, and he was just like, this is take my badge, take it to the courtroom, they won't know, and Edgeworth's just like, I can't, I'm not a defense attorney, they'll know, and he's like, nah, trust me. They won't know. And he like passes out for a second. Edgeworth's like, wait, wake up! Right, I don't know anything about this case. And he's like, take my Magatama. And Edgeworth's like, what is this? And he's like, take my Magatama! How does Edgeworth know how to use the Magatama? No, the first time we used it, he was like, Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Like, he doesn't. He just figured it out. Phoenix said something like, it'll help you see the truth, Edgeworth, and Edgeworth is like, what the fuck are you talking about? And then he, like, used it on Iris or whatever, and he's like, what the hell is going on? Like, the first time the Cyclops appear, he was like, what the fuck? What is this? Now you get to be in my shoes, beach. Yeah, I know, right? I just hope that Maya doesn't catch a cold, too. Or something worse. Like death, ooh! Aw, hey, that's Pearl! She's way cuter than this Pearl I used to go out with, like in a kid-cute way, yeah? What the fuck, Larry? Only you could manage to make it that weird! Yes, well, apparently she hasn't been seen the whole morning. What did you say? Edgy! Why are you wasting your time with me, then? What's wrong with you? Excuse me? If anything happens to her, I'll never forgive you. Wow, I guess he's right for a change, sir. Now I feel like I'm the bad guy in all of this. No, seriously, is anyone looking for Pearl? This is bothering me too. Oh, excuse me for a second. Okay, so anyway. He probably has something stupid to say about Iris. I might as well ask. I have a feeling that she's hiding something. Could be. After all, she's shy and gets embarrassed pretty easily. I don't think that has anything to do with it. Why not? Look, I know all about this kind of thing. Come on, Edgy. You were a guy once. Lots of girls like Iris. Are like Iris. Oh, okay, hold on. I was like, wait, what? Huh? Larry. I thought you said lots of girls like Iris, and I was like, Larry, you're saying that she's gay? Larry, maybe you shouldn't go after her. You know him, right? Well, you most certainly seem to have convinced yourself. Man, I love shy girls like her. It's just so cute. You know what I mean? Still doesn't listen to others, I see. I guess some people just never change. Okay, no, he's just gonna not have anything to say about Kato. Oh, so he only wants to talk about girls. Talking about bikini. I'm just no good with people like her. She reminds me too much of my mother. Considering the shit I said earlier, now this is really uncomfortable. May I speak now? Huh? Sure. I don't care how you feel about her personally, just tell me what you know about her and how she's related to the case. Don't you think you're expecting a little too much of me? I'm just a 25-year-old jobless bum trying to be an apprentice artist. Damn relatable. I'm actually starting to feel jealous of this guy, just a little. What do you have to say about yourself, Larry? Huh? Me? All you have to know is remember not to call me Larry anymore. What? I'm a new person now. I've been reborn as Laurice Donham. Alright, fine. Let me ask you something else then, Larry. Call me Laurice! If you don't, then I'll call you Melise Donham. That's so funny. He was a good guy. A real pal to the end. When I look back now, I have nothing but good memories. What's with that past tense? He's not dead, you know. Yeah, you're right. Anyway, the guy owes me. After all, I saved his life. What is that supposed to mean? If I hadn't called for help so quickly, he would have died. It's no surprise, though. I used to be a security guard. It was all instinct, baby. He has a point. He called me pretty quickly, too. I think Larry's pretty good at motivating people. Must be his only talent. I just wish he would try motivating himself once in a while. Cool. Alright. Anyway, that's probably enough fucking around. Was that enough funny dialogue for y'all? Was that, did you get a good old knee slapper from that one? Night of the crime. Alright, now you're going to tell me what you really saw last night. Whoa, you're really upset, aren't you, Edgy? Okay, I'll talk. Huh? That was a bit too easy. Yeah, anyway, it was awesome. Never seen anything like it. At around 10 o'clock last night, it started thundering. I'd been sleeping. I'm not sure for how long. Suddenly, zing! The world in front of me went white! Like I'd just been slapped in the face by my old girlfriend, Naomi. God, you really have a history of shitty girlfriends. Man, do you think she was one of those that just, like, fucking... Never mind. And then, it was on fire! The bridge was on fire! Dusky Bridge caught on fire? Are you saying you saw it with your own eyes? Hey, why are you giving me the evil eye? I'm telling the truth! There's still 3 psycho locks remaining. That means he's still trying to hide something. By the way, Larry, where were you when you saw that happen? There you say? What do you mean? What do you mean, what do I mean? Just answer the question. I was in my own room by the main hall. Where else would I be? That sounds like bullshit. I'm pretty sure. As usual, you're as transparent as an empty jelly jar. The problem is, I suspect lies there. There? What do you mean, there? It's impossible for you to have seen lightning strike Dusky Bridge from your room. Yeah, I mean, if you were in... Yeah, that's what I thought.
Take that!
Oh my god, it's so weird! This is a map of the area. Take a look around the vicinity of Hazakura Temple. What am I looking for? I think that should be fairly obvious. The main hall is surrounded by trees, and it's impossible to see that bridge from here. What? Why did you tell me that before? Why the fuck would I tell you that? You shouldn't need to know that, Larry. You have eyes and a brain. I think. There must be something in between your fucking nose and the back of your skull. Every time he says Psycholocks, Phoenix flatlines for a second. Every single time he just like twitches awake and he's just like, Ashworth, they're called Psychlocks. Well, what about it? What about what? Do you feel like talking now? About what? Oh my god, there really is nothing between his nose and his fucking... It's just fucking empty space up in there. It looks like it won't be that easy after all. You leave me no choice. I'll have to move on to the next step. You weren't in your room at the temple, so then, where were you? You don't know that I wasn't in my room. So where was Larry, and why was he there? If I've read the situation up to this point correctly, the answer is fairly obvious. Very well, then let's test my theory. The place you witnessed the lightning striking Dusky Bridge was... here! I mean, Heavenly Hall? I don't think he would... Was he there at the bridge? Yes, lol. Okay, I don't... I second-guess things a lot. Has that been made really obvious? The place you saw the lightning strike from was, naturally, Heavenly Hall. Ooh, why would I be hanging out in this old shack? It's freezing cold, there's no electricity, and it could fall apart at any minute! Larry, how do you know that anyway? How do you know there's no electricity? After all, it's not that dark yet. No. In other words, you've just provided evidence to prove my theory. My theory is that you've at least once in your life visited Heavenly Hall after sunset. I have to admit I'm impressed, Edgy. You're in a totally different league from Nick. That's nice. Now tell me, what were you doing at this cold little shack last night? That's what you might call affaire de cour. I think you mean affaire de cour. Could it be you were waiting for someone? Well, I don't know. You really are one scary guy, you know. I believe that last night you were waiting for this person to come meet you. Bum bum bum. There's only one person you'd wait for in a horrible place like this, Larry. And it's a cute girl. I told you before, don't call me Larry. The person you were waiting for was... Iris. Nah, suddenly I feel cold all over, Edgy. No doubt because of my chilly glare. So, you think I got the hots for Sister Iris, huh? Do you have some kind of evidence? You got something that proves I was waiting for her, or are you just guessing? This is where I draw the line and end this ridiculous little game. Here's the evidence that you were waiting for Iris. The note, right? Wait, what is Iris' testimony again? Was in her room. Okay, cool. Here's your evidence. You called her to this spot with a pathetic blackmail letter. Oh, hey! Give that back! You're embarrassing me! What are you doing with that anyway? That's not important. I misjudged you, Larry. What do you mean? Taking advantage of a woman's frailty like that. You should be ashamed of yourself. Damn, Edgeworth said respect women. Oh. First of all, what's this at the top of the letter? It says, salutation here. Well, that's what it said in that book, Letter Writing for Dummies. You're not supposed to actually write that. You fucking moron. That's where you're supposed to write, Dear Iris. Ah! I'm so sorry! Fucking moron. God damn. Truly incredible. So you were here in Heavenly Hall last night, were you not, Larry? And you saw the lightning hit Dusky Bridge, didn't you? Sorry, Edgy. Sorry doesn't cut you, scumbag. Threaten a young lady like that. Gumshoe also said respect women. Wait, hold up. What now, pal? What are you talking about? What's threatening stuff? I'll tell you what, you're trying to scare Iris by threatening to expose her secret, pal. What do you mean threaten? When did I threaten her? Unless you want your secret to be exposed. That sure sounds like a threat to me, pal. Blackmail, in fact. Give me a break. It's a love letter. Haven't you ever been in love? What did you just say? My love for her burned so hotly it could melt all the snow on this mountain. Oh, then what is this secret you mentioned? Come on, Edgy. Don't you get it? I'm talking about the secret love between her and me. Obviously, she wouldn't want old lady Bikini to know about it, right? About our hot and sour, bittersweet love affair. Sounds like hot garbage. Alright, so then why did you send a love letter in a business-like manila envelope? Give me a break! It's not my fault I didn't have any other envelopes. Sheesh! Then why were you so quick to apologize, pal? It's because Edgy gave me that scary look of his. What's wrong, Edgy? Why are you so quiet all of a sudden? That's it? That's all those huge locks were about? I don't understand why you were so defensive. I don't know either. I guess the thing is, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. Hey, come on! Don't let it get you down! Edward's gonna he's gonna have a coronary. He's just like, I'm so done. I wouldn't care if you died. Who was it that he said that to? Oh fuck, Adrian Andrews. That was fucked up. When Edgar's like, yeah, whatever, kill yourself, it's fine. We have better things to do, and now in this game he's like, man, I hope Maya's okay. God damn, playing favorites, this guy. Miles Edgeworth chooses death. I mean, I guess you could argue that now that Edgeworth's taken a break and been on vacation, he's probably a little less depressed than he was before, but god, that was a lot. You shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me. That needs to be on his tombstone. It'll be like, Larry's like, on my gravestone, can you put all my accomplishments? It's just like, dated a lot of girls, got dumped by a lot of girls, and then like, quote, you shouldn't expect too much from a guy like me, quote Larry Butts 2018. But Mr. Edgeworth, this guy's still hiding something, I know it! What do you mean, detective? Don't forget what this guy said just a minute ago! If you really want to know, last night, I saw something incredible. I thought that was the bridge catching fire. He's right. Larry! What? You're looking at me like a hungry dog that just found a bone! What was this something incredible you saw last night? You're going to tell me, Larry, one way or another. Something incredible. I already told you, didn't I? I saw lightning strike Dusky Bridge! Yes, and I believe it was the incredible sight you saw, but now that I think about it, something doesn't quite ring true. It doesn't. If that's all there is to your story, your heart wouldn't have had all those slugs. Sorry. I'm just like, Yes, Larry. I now know the PC isn't overheating for certainty, and I'm now kind of Peggy. Your PC overheating? I wouldn't panic. Did you receive your PC, did you wipe it? I would try wiping it and reinstalling Windows or whatever is installed on it. I believe you saw something last night. Something more incredible than lightning. What? When? Where? Why? How? Hey, what do you think you're doing? If you hide anything from Mr. Edgeworth, I'll arrest you on the spot, pal! I've just about McFucking had it. Larry, 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 look at me, look at me. Bitch, what the Larry! God fucking damn it, Larry! Delete System 32 while you're at it. Don't do that. No! What's wrong, sir? Does this mean I have to do it all over again? Why are you glaring at me like I'm the next to be hit by a bolt of lightning? Just about had it with this Harlequin. Oh my god, what kind of fucking... If I really want to drag the truth out of him, I'll just have to drag him to the witness stand. Fuck this guy. Yeah! To be continued! Ooh, ooh, ooh! Ooh, ooh, ooh! I know I kind of... See, the problem is I stopped last stream at a weird point. Because I didn't finish the investigation, because shit was taking for fucking ever. Like, things have now been thrown off weird, because usually I do, you know, an investigation segment, and then I finish Ace Attorney for that stream, and I do a court segment, and I finish it, but I threw everything off by dicing it up. So, what do you guys think? I think I'm gonna take a break, because I really need a glass of water at this point. But, do you want me to switch to Tomodachi Life after the break, or do you want to see more Ace Attorney? I'm gonna leave it up to you. You know, do the court segment? Okay. That's one vote for the court segment. No, just wait. I'll do it. You gotta wait. You must wait. I don't know if you guys, it's been an hour, which is still like, that's a decent enough of attorneying for tonight, but my vote's on Tomodachi. Is that Sans? Is that Sans? Is that Sans? Mika, this is the best part of Trials and Tribulations, in my opinion. Yeah, but I could save it for tomorrow. How about, you guys just talk about it in the chat, and I'll come back and see what the general consensus is. I'm not, you know, dedicated enough to, like, make a poll or anything like that. Y'all can argue about it if you wish. I will probably do the trial when I get back from the break. But, you know, if you want to talk about it in the chat, that's cool. I'm gonna take a break. I'll be right back. So, don't go nowheres. Hello, I am back. I see in the chat people were mostly just like, yeah, I want to see more Ace Attorney, and that's cool, I'm fine with that. Also, for a second, I had, so I went and got some water, and I drank some water, and I came back, and, for a second I had this panic that I was like, wait, did I mute my microphone? Because I just started, like, really obnoxiously singing along to the song. Like, you guys don't even know. Because my mic was muted, but I was sitting here and I was like, Jibua sekai saemo kaete shimasu na. Like, also, I've never watched Code Geass. Just for the record, I know some people in the chat were like, I should watch Code Geass, I think it's good. And someone's like, yeah, I've seen Code Geass. And I have some friends who, like, love it. Like, they're super into it. I've never seen it. I just really like that song. True story. Oh, man. I probably should watch it. Is that the first time I've played a fucking, like, anime OP for a stream? I just like to keep you guys guessing. I used to, like, choose my songs for breaks and for intros and stuff by just, like, stuff that I think Jeez, I'm hiccuping, sorry. Generally people would like. Like, it's weird, I used to have this weird anxiety that I was like, if I don't play music that's good, then, like, everyone will just leave. They'll be like, I hate this, I hate your streams, fuck you, die. But then after a while, I was like, dude, I can pretty much play whatever. If people don't like it, they can just mute it. Other than Hamtaro, maybe. Did I play a Hamtaro? Did I play, like, the Hamtaro OP? Like, Totoko, Hanjibi, Hamtaro. Did I play that? Daisuki nano wa. So anyway. But yeah, I don't think I've ever played an anime song, which I don't really watch a whole lot of anime, full disclosure. I get people messaging me all the time for some... Because I play a lot of Japanese games and stuff, so I get messages all the time from people that are like, dude, recommend me your favorite anime. And I'm like, I don't even remember the last time I, like, actually sat down and watched an anime that, like, other people haven't already seen. Because I have to, like, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I need to, like, actually play a game, but, like, it's pretty rare. You once sang Great Days. Yeah, but I didn't play it. Like, me just fucking... You know. I'm not even caught up with JoJo either. Part 5 anime's fucking over, and I'm just like, oh, I should catch up with that sometime. Still haven't. I love Part 5, but I didn't... I stopped, When did I stop? Oh my god, Hilda. She's like sprawled out. She meowed to get out the door. And I was like, no, you've been out. You don't need to get out. There's nothing out there. And she's like sprawled out on the floor, and she looks so depressed. Hilda, are you okay? You look so sad. Is it possible for a cat? She's the crying cat. She is crying cat right now. Give Hilda a cup of water. She just drank some water. You okay, Hilda? Oh, I think she's just sleepy. She just yawned. Anyway, I've been fucking rambling for probably 10 minutes now. Let's actually play a game. God damn. See, the benefit of me because I've thought about doing, like, Let's Play videos or whatever and putting them up on YouTube, but, like, YouTube doesn't really... I know that the algorithms... I hate people talking about it, but it's true. The algorithms and stuff don't favor gaming anymore, and YouTube's trying to make it less gaming-focused. So that's one thing, but also, like, I don't think I can do Let's Play videos because when I'm streaming, I can stop playing for a second and just talk about things. In a Let's Play video, it's like... there would be torches. Anyway!
Oh my, Mr. Lloris feels that way about me?
Apparently, he isn't aware of your real secret at all. This is no time to be embarrassed.
I'm sorry. I'm just hardly accustomed to that sort of thing.
Worry not, and in any case, whatever it was that he saw on the night of the incident, mark my words, I will drag it out of him.
Does that mean Mr. Lloris is the witness today?
No. I believe that none will be the first to take the stand.
Sister Bikini.
She claims to have seen the very instant in which you carried out the crime. I just want to ask you one last time.
It really wasn't you who killed Miss Elise Donham, correct? That is correct. It wasn't me.
Very well then.
Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes. You know, hasn't Edgeworth at this point been like, doesn't Phoenix Wright have an unfair advantage in the fact that he can ask someone, did you kill this person? And they can say, no. And as long as Cyclops pop up, he's like, oh, cool, then I'm free to defend this person. Like, it's kind of an unfair advantage, don't you think? Shit. I just choked on my own spit. I'm a real man. I have to take a drink of some water. It's seltzer water. It's spicy water. Only he can see them, so it's not like he can use them as evidence. True. And I was just about to say that. Someone in the chat just went, that didn't exactly work so well in 2-4. That's exactly what I was gonna say. I think it's okay to, just as a rule for my chats, I think it's okay to post spoilers for Ace Attorney games that I've already streamed, because I'm going to assume for the most part people who like have been watching my streams sequentially wouldn't start here. Anyway.
You are a prosecutor, aren't you? Are you sure about this? If your true identity is revealed...
Don't worry, I've taken the necessary steps.
You have?
Iris. It is a prosecutor's job to doubt people. But right now, I'm a defense attorney. A defense attorney's job is to believe in people, and to believe until the bitter end. That's what a friend of mine told me once.
Mr. Edgeworth...
You may pass judgment on me from the Somehow I blew a raspberry and it made me choke! If someone believes they aren't actually responsible for the murder, they won't have Cyclops because to themselves they aren't lying. It's true, I wonder how trustworthy the Magatama really is. You know? Like, even if someone stabbed a guy, but they believe it fully in their heart they're not at fault for it, like, would Cyclops still come up? Can Edward just switch jobs like this? Yeah, we discussed this. In Ace Attorney universe, yeah. If you need a fucking example of in Ace Attorney where people are like, no, it's not representative of real law, it's like, yeah, it's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be batshit insane. Case in point, this case! Anyway. You may pass judgment on me. You may pass judgment on me from the defendant's chair. You are the one to decide whether or not I'm able to do the task I have been entrusted.
Very well, sir. I leave my defense in your capable hands.
Aw, sick, dude. I'm so ready for this. I'm actually glad that you guys chose to do the case, the trial today, but I just want to make sure you know. Woo! Or last case where a tomato with a paper badge was able to fool an entire court. I don't even want to get into it. This game is fucking bonkers. Like, Trials and Tribulations in particular is fucking wild. Court is now in session for the trial of Sister Iris of Hazakura Temple. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Oh, it's so weird to see Edgeworth on the other side saying the defense is ready. Like, this feels like a ROM hack. Cool. The invisible prosecutor. The defense does indeed appear to be ready. However, the same cannot be said for the prosecution in this case. Indeed. I'm not sure I like such blatant waste of this court's time. An empty prosecutor's chair can only mean that the prosecutor has no confidence in their ability to prove their case. It would seem this case was already over before it had a chance to begin. I'm ready to announce my verdict at this what the fuck? The court finds the defendant. Objection! Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell fucking yeah! Hell yeah! Ooh! 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 Yeah! I fucking love Francisco! I was like, for people who don't know what's gonna happen, yes, I didn't want to spoil it, because god, yes, hell fucking yeah, this rules! This all feels like a weird AU, but it's fucking good! Yes! Okay, sorry. I had a lot of coffee, everyone. I had to get my energy out, but fuck yeah, I love Francisca! The prosecution stands ready. And you are!
Francisca von Karma, prosecuting prodigy.
Von Karma, you say? Perchance you wouldn't happen to have any relation to the legendary prosecutor Manfred von Karma?
Legends are a thing of the past. I am a Von Karma. That's all. Upon a special request, I flew in today for the purposes of prosecuting this case.
You did? Then you must be quite a big shot, eh? Oh yeah, he's fucking Canadian. Mika, are you nutting?
I'm nutting.
Nut! By the way, Mr. Edgeworth.
Yes, Your Honor.
I'm almost certain that I've seen you somewhere before, or am I just imagining things? You look very much like a prosecutor I met once.
I believe you're imagining things, Your Honor.
Well, that's a bullshit lie. Miss Von Karma, do you have anything to say?
There's no such weakling as this man among those of the prosecutor's office.
Youch! Damn! Oh fuck, I didn't realize. Okay.
I told you there is no such weakling.
What is that, a whip? I'm not sure I care for such. Finally, someone fucking calls her out on it instead of just accepting it for what it is. Man, you've never been to this fucking cuckoo courtroom? I got news for you. What is that, a whip? I'm not sure I care so much for a thing in my courtroom. Bailiff, remove that whip.
I have no objection to the whip.
Hey, Ace Attorney, out of context, are you listening? You might want to post this one. You don't? The prosecution can wield a whip or drink 17 cups of coffee, but there's still only one truth. That is what I stand here to prove today. God, this case fucking rules.
This promises to be interesting, Miles Edgeworth. I had expected to face Phoenix right here today, but looking at you now, maybe this is what I've been waiting for all this time. Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you.
When you just fucking fuck up a line.
Miles Edgeworth, I will not allow this chance to crush you.
Slip between my fingers! Ow! I'm feeling your energy from here. I'm gonna shit. I will not allow this chance to crush you. Slip between my fingers. Slip through my fingers. Fuck, whatever. It's a thing.
I see you brought your flair for the histrionic.
I've been doing so well into this point, and now I'm 25 years old and I don't know how to fucking read. Allow me to add to the things I'm not sure about. People acting bizarrely in my court.
The stage is set. Now continue with the proceedings, Your Honor.
Very well, Miss Von Karma. Please give an outline of this case, with as little whipping as possible.
The murder victim is the famed picture book author, Miss Elise Donham. Her body was found in the Hazakura Temple courtyard. She had been stabbed through the torso by a ceremonial sword from a golden statue.
What's up? I'm Mika. I'm 25 years old and I don't know how to fucking read. Yep, that's me. Mika, too much coffee today? No such thing. I could probably have 10 cups of coffee and I'd be fine, right guys? I'd be great. I'd be sitting pretty. Totally not too much coffee. I don't know, I'm snapping my fingers. The sword in this picture is the weapon in question, correct? Very well. The court accepts this photo of the crime scene. Crime photo added to the court record.
There is no mistake. This was the doing of Sister Iris. After all, there is a witness to her crime.
Very well. Please bring this witness to the stand. I was just like, fuck, I never should have agreed to be a defense attorney. And so it begins. My first and last trial as a defense attorney.
Witness, state your name and occupation, please.
Oh, hold on there. I'm not sure about being not sure if I care for this at all. Witness, please stand up nice and straight. Oh my god. Oh, that's so cute. Oh, I can't do this, guys. I don't know if I can do this. This is so much. It's like I'm having a like, you know how Phoenix is like in the hospital right now? Probably having like mass hallucinations from like fever and drugs. I feel like this case is one big fever dream. Like, it's truly wild. If I recall correctly, there are a few milk crates in the defendant's lobby for witnesses with bad backs. Bailiff, fetch a crate for this poor lady, please. How fucking tall is Bikini? Like 4'10"? 4'8"?
Once again, your name and occupation, please. Little old me? Well, I'm the head nut of Hazakura Temple on Eagle Mountain. My name is Bikini. You got it? Bikini. Nice to meet everyone.
But you don't appear to be wearing a bikini right now. My name can be Joe Black Shirt, and I don't have to be wearing a black shirt, sir. What's your fucking point? Ah! The courtroom is the garden of holy judgment. Those with lechery in their hearts should leave the sanctuary at once. You want me to leave?
No need to get your bikinis in a twist. Let me tell you, I'm a sight to behold in summer.
In any case, witness, I hear that you saw the crime take place on the night in question.
That's right. I can still hardly believe it myself, to be honest. There's no way dear little Iris could do anything like that.
Wiki says she's 4'7". Oh my god, she's tiny. Jesus Christ. How tall is Edgeworth? Did he have to, like, bend over to talk to her? Is it like that meme that's like how to talk to short people, how not to talk to short people? Let us hear what you have to say then. First, tell us about... Ugh, it's fucking Canadian. I'm sorry I can't do a Canadian accent to everyone. Every time I try, I'm just like, we're gonna go to the Timmy's, eh? Drink double doubles and talk about hockey. The maple syrup, ice, moose, Canada. I'm sorry to all the Canadians in chat. First, tell us about your own movements that night, eh? Beers. Hacky.
That night I was helping an acolyte with their training in the inner temple, but, well, as you can see, my back likes to act up violently.
Oh, Jesus.
So I left Iris to help me, the acolyte, and returned to Hazakura Temple. There's no bath at the inner temple, you see, and I needed a long hot soak. It was after I had finished, just as I was heading back, that's when I saw it!
Don't be sorry, Mika, you're just right. I mean, to be fair, like, I have, what, fucking, like, 3 close friends who are Canadians. I've been to Canada, like, 10 times. I feel I can accurately depict Canadians, you know? There's at least 2 Canadians in my chat right now. Like, So it was simply coincidence that you found yourself returning to Hazakura Temple.
Yes, you could say that. If my back hadn't been in so much pain, I would have stayed at the inner temple.
Also, does anyone care what happened to Pearl? I still want to know what happened to Pearl. I don't forgive you, Mika. I'm already prepped to beat you in your sleep. What, with a hacky stick? Yeah, I know you're lying. Canadians are too polite to beat me in my sleep. You'd at least do it when I'm awake, and then you'd be like, oh, sorry. I'm sorry. I'll really stop now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Straight up, what did you say? Wait a minute, this isn't Gyakuten Kenji 2. I'll stream it, but you must wait. You must wait! I said it 1,000 times, you must wait. When you are like, are you gonna stream Ace Attorney Investigations? Are you gonna stream Apollo Justice? Are you gonna stream Dual Destinies? Are you gonna stream Spirit of Justice? I will do it, but you must wait. You must wait. That sounds like a pretty important statement she just made. There's only one problem with this testimony that I can see. And you're not about to fall at the first hurdle now, are you, Miles Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth, please begin your cross-examination. If you don't know all 50 of the Canadian states, Mika will beat you to death. We've had this conversation. I'm not doing this again. That night I was helping the acolyte with their training at the inner temple, but hold it! Oh god, that's still weird. What is this inner temple? Well, see, conversing with the spirits is what we train people to do, right? We'll be the ones asking you the questions, madam. God, this judge sucks. In order to do that, a place strong and spiritual power is required. There's a small temple across Dusky Bridge called the Inner Temple. Acolytes must spread an entire spread. Did I really just read spend as spread? I swear I have my glasses on. They're to undergo intense training. And how exactly do you help with this process? It's all quite exacting. It can't be performed without a nun supervising. Like a tutor watching to make sure a spoiled child studies. A tutor with a whip in your case. Do you think Francesca ever had to, like, tutor Edgeworth in math? She's younger, but, like, what if You know, she's perfect and all. She's all like, you don't get algebra, and she just starts whipping him, and he's just like, what the fuck? Sometimes he still has flashbacks that are like, x2 plus x to the third, fuck! x2, did I say x2? I meant to say x to the second, but whatever. Megman x2. If that is the case, then why did you return to the Hazakura Temple where the murder took place? There's only one Ace Attorney game I'll beg for, and it's Investigation 2, and the rest of them I could care less. That's cool. A lot of people like the other ones, such as me, so I'm going to stream them all. It'll probably... I want to say that after I do Apollo Justice, I'll probably do Ace Attorney Investigations after that. Probably. I'm gonna put a probably on that. Violently? That's right. It's no laughing matter, especially in winter. Man, if I'm gonna get through this, I really gotta get going. I can't hold anything heavier than a knife and fork during the cold months. Just being alive is like strict training. Yeah, I agree with that one. On the night of the murder, was this fabulous back of yours hurting again? That's right. Raging like a bull in a pig pen. I almost fainted once or twice. I just knew that unless I warmed it up, it was going to finally finish me off. Cool. Ace Attorney and everything is the same, but Franny's whip crack is replaced from the one with Johnny Test. Please don't say that. Please don't say those words. You left Iris to help with what? What do you think? The Acolyte's training, of course. It was just past 10 p.m., so we were starting to enter the training exercises proper. Wasn't it your place to remain with the disciple? Well, the job is simply to watch over the Acolyte so that they don't pass away. Jesus fuck. That's like saying, like, by the way, she's still in there, but, you know... Just to confirm this point, that night, you met Iris in the Intertemple, correct? Yes, she's a gentle, honest girl. She's never once failed to follow my directions. There's no bath at the Intertemple, you see, and I need a long hot soak. When's Ace Attorney repainted? Some kappa. People have actually said they might do that, and if you want to repaint Ace Attorney, just, you know, follow all the guidelines and rules, and hey, I'd play it. Especially if you can do, like, what do you say, like a script editor. That'd be cool. I'd play it. There's actually, if you want to just straight up make your own Ace Attorney case, there's, multiple, like, softwares online. You can probably find them on the Court Records Ace Attorney fan site that you can use to make custom cases if you want. I'm not sure how good they are. I haven't tried them, but just saying. If you want to do that, and you make it, like, half decent, and you want to send it in and want me to stream it, I might. Or if you go and find one that already exists, that's pretty good. That's the hey. I was thinking about making a case with Fred Fucks. You should. Do it. I'll play it. It's a do or be done in kind of world after all. How long were you in the bath for, if you don't mind me asking? My, what a filthy little rogue you are. I know what's on your mind. I bet your next question is going to be, where exactly did you wash? Yeah, how sexy when you're like, I washed my ass. Yeah, this is why you have to watch the young ones. What are you going on about? I was... Pathetic, Miles Edgeworth. The lowest of the low. Is there some sort of kick me sign stuck to the defense's bench? He really is getting the Phoenix treatment. It's wonderful. Anyway, I couldn't afford to be away from my post for too long. You understand. So... The crime took place in the courtyard, correct? When you go from my room to the main hall, you have to take a winding hallway from which you can see the courtyard. That's right. In other words, it was pure coincidence that the witness saw the crime taking place before her eyes. There was no complicated setup in this case. That certainly seems to be true. There is indeed only one problem with this testimony. If I can clearly point out what it is, then I can begin to quantify just how good this witness's memory and observation skills are. That night, I was helping an acolyte. Oh, wait, this is the beginning. Okay. My back likes to act up, so I left Iris to help the acolyte and returned. Wait, Iris said she wasn't there, right? Hold on. Rang lights out bell at 10 p.m. and then was in her room until the murder was discovered. So that's wrong, right? Let me check all the statements to make sure I'm on the right one. So left Iris to help the acolyte and return to Hazakura Temple. There's no bath, That's when I saw it. Yeah, that sounds like bullshit to me. Seeing as how Manfred can shut people up just by snapping and carries a taser that he uses whenever he wants, I still think he's scarier than Franny. Oh god, yeah, he's like 100 times scarier than Francesca. Well, anyway, I assume... Cool. Witnesses have to undergo their own trials, I'm afraid. The defendant's fate rests on their powers of observation and memory, after all.
Well, well, well. Don't worry, I'm more than up to the task. I'm a woman of faith, after all. The head honcho of Hazakura Temple.
In that case, Miss Honcho, I'd like you to explain something for me. The discrepancy between your testimony and that of the defendant, Iris. She claims that after ringing the lights out bell, she went back and stayed in her room. Which means she did not go to the inner temple at all.
No, she said that.
A defendant or a witness, who is more likely to lie, do you suppose? The defendant is simply lying to cover her back. But that is completely illogical. The murder was committed in the courtyard of Hazakura Temple. Claiming that she went to the inner temple would make for a much better alibi.
But that is odd. Whatever the reason, I can't believe that she would lie.
She does indeed have honest eyes. Ugh! All people lie. That is my belief. Why am I the only one being whipped in here? That's just what she's used to. Francesca's in her zone, you know? Manfred von Karma just looks like he hunts people for sports. God, I know. And it's awful, because he's like definitely in like my... Who are my favorite Ace Attorney characters? Number one is tied between Maya and Madame Guard. Just fucking judge me. I don't fucking care. Every time I say that, people like give me a look. They're like, really now? I don't give a shit. Tied between Maya... Well, okay, you know what? No, Maya's definitely number one, if I haven't made that obvious. Number two is definitely Madame Guard. Number three, Gumshoe. Number four is... Probably Manfred von Karma. And then number 5 is Phoenix. No, that feels fucked up of me. Phoenix is in his own category. He's the protagonist. Just chuck that out. Anyway, neither the witness nor the defendant have any reason to lie, which means we must call your memory into question.
Dear, dear, dear. You're older than me, and yet you want to play that game, do you?
Well, that isn't exactly what I...
My memory is perfect, crystal clear, especially in winter.
Then I suppose it's too early to end this cross-examination, eh? Mr. Edgeworth, if you are going to question the memory of this witness, you will need to show me a more decisive piece of evidence. Understood, Your Honor. I was naive to think that alone would do the trick. Then please add your comments to boot Iris to the testimony. Canadians! Canada! I'd let us return to the cross-examination. Did he really just say a boot? He says that all the time. Oh, Canada. Okay, let's see. Iris came to the inner temple. She was dressed exactly as she had been at dinner. Are you sure that you're not making a mistake?
You, young man, need to get your estimation of me up from the floor. Iris always wears the same clothes. The smallest thing out of place would have stood out like a sore thumb to me.
Considering what's in my court record, I feel like that's bullshit.
You're making a mistake thinking I made a mistake.
An excellent finish there, witness. Still, I have to wonder... Yeah, no, I don't think so. This is literally in my fucking inventory here, friend. I don't think so. Witness, let's get one thing straight. The defendant whom you claim to have met, she was wearing this demon warding hood, correct?
Of course. That is a very important piece of clothing, I'll have you know. Wait a minute.
Objection!
Hold it right there. Why do you have that?
That's the question of the day now, isn't it, Miss Von Karma? I'll have you know that this hood was given to someone as a gift that night, before the lights out bell was rung.
What?
You know where I'm going with this, don't you? If the witness had seen the defendant as she claims, the defendant couldn't have been wearing this very hood.
Well.
Oh my god, she really is standing on some milk crates. It's not a bad feeling at all, exposing contradictions like this. Now I understand that happy look on Wright's face every time he does it. Order in the court, witnessing. Ah! Sister, this hood, you have spare ones around the temple, don't you?
Spares? Well, I do tend to make too many of them.
I see. A stockpile. A surplus of hoods, eh?
Each nut is only given one hood. This should be the only hood that Iris owned.
Then this is quite strange. If there was a surplus of hoods, then she could have worn one of those. There's no contradiction here. Damn, Franny, I'm sorry to break this to you, Miss Von Karma, but you won't get away that easily. Discrepancies such as this will sow seeds in any human heart. The seeds of doubt. Witness? Well, I don't wish to call your testimony into doubt. You must give every detail with precision.
I'm not sure I'm comfortable going along with this.
Sister, you shall continue with your testimony. Tell us what you saw after finishing your bath on your way back to the inner temple. Those seeds of doubt are sprouting in the judge's heart. They just need a little more stimulation to bear fruit. Contradictory stimulation. Sounds sexy.
I finished my bath around 11, and I thought I should return to the inner temple.
And I just see in the chat, stimulation.
And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look, and Iris was... Oh, Mystic Elise! And with that sword of all things! Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out onto the courtyard. The stabbing I saw must have occurred while she was pushed out of her window.
You saw a truly terrible sight, didn't you? If I was in your place, then it would be much like Miss Von Karma whipping Mr. Edgeworth and me seeing it all from this very chair! Well, something like that. This judge, his imagination is about as vivid and creative as Detective Gumshoe. Ouch.
I would look the fool if I commented on such foolishness. Anyway, this case is mine, Miles Edgeworth.
Calling everyone by their full name. Can't you do something about that habit of yours? Anyway, I'm gonna cross-examine this witness, but I actually have to take a quick break. I'm sorry, everyone. I now have to go to the bathroom. It's what happens when you drink as much coffee as I do. Full disclosure! I usually would wait longer. Have a fun piss? Thanks, I will. I'll be right back. You all don't go nowhere. I should have donated 500 bits, so we would have gotten the "it's time to take a piss" alert. But then I would have been a number 3 again.
This time, baby, I'll be bulletproof.
Just do a test emote for it? No, it's not the same. You would have been number 2? Oh shit, I would have beat out Quaint, wouldn't I? I would have been number 2! Oh well, I'm not gonna do that. Anyway, time for more Ace Attorney, let's go!
This time, baby, I'll be bulletproof.
Alright, motherfucker, hold it. I'm sorry, I should have been like, I have to take a piss, and then Edgeworth should have been like, hold it, haha, funny, haha, pee-pee joke, ha 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 ha. How far is it from your room to the inner temple? Let me think a moment. About 20 minutes on these stumps of mine. It's about 15 minutes to Dusky Bridge from Hazakura Temple. The inner temple is just beyond the bridge. Damn, this shit's far apart. Still, you never made it back there that night, did you? That's right. I was heading along the walkway toward the main hall. And as I was walking back, I heard a noise from the courtyard. I took a look and... You say you heard a noise? Thump, just like that. That could only be the sound of the victim falling. It's very quiet in the temple, you know. You can even hear the snow falling from the branches. Thump, just like that. But then, couldn't this noise you heard have been snow falling to the ground? I never thought of that. Wahaha, wahaha, ho ho, ho ho, ho ho, ah. The next one to laugh gets a whipping. Quick, everybody, laugh. You know what you want. Well, whatever the source of the sound, I looked over at the courtyard and... Iris was, oh, Mystic Elise. This is the second time that the witness has testified to seeing the defendant. But some doubt remains in these claims. Hey, just what does that mean? Just because you're a good-looking young man doesn't give you the right to... Yeah, it does. Sure it does. The murderer who stabbed the victim with the sword. Sister Bikini, try to recall exactly who it was you saw as clear as you can. Did you guys know that there's like a Phoenix Wright stage play that's like all female? I remember just like reading the article about that a while back and I was like, huh. Well, you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you. Oh, now that you mention it, there was something awfully strange about her, something that has been bugging me all this time. Please don't keep us in suspense. Her hood! Her hood? That's right, it's coming back to me. Iris, she wasn't wearing her hood. Well, thank you for clarifying. I thought something was out of place, but it all makes sense now, doesn't it? After all, she'd given that hood away to someone, right? Ugh. Huh. You dug your own grave, Miles Edgeworth. Well, shit. Is this testimony important? It's important. I've just, like, fucked myself over. This may initially appear to put me at a disadvantage, but I can't see any other leads at the moment. Your Honor, I would like these new statements to be added to the testimony. Because fuck it. Miles Edgeworth, if you want to hang yourself, you may only need to ask. I'll gladly lend you my whip. Damn, bitch. Chill. Witness, add that statement to your testimony. No problem. Now that you mention it, Iris didn't have her hood on. Cool. Would have been nice to hear that earlier. You're sure about that? Yes, after all, we always wear the same clothes. I don't mean because we're poor, you understand. It's okay. Yes, I get it. There's absolutely no need to explain yourself. I hang out with poor people all the time. Anyway, she looked different from normal, so that really stuck out. Like me holding a whippet puppy instead of my whip. I want to see her holding a whippet puppy. At least then it might bite you and not someone else. Iris didn't have her hood on, I'm sure of it. Very well. Now, please tell us about the victim, eh? Do you get it, guys? He's Canadian. Mystic Elise was staying in the corner room, which faces out into the courtyard. What's a whippet puppy? A whippet is a breed of dog. They're similar to greyhounds, I think. The room the victim was staying in overlooked the courtyard, correct? Which means the victim's room was on the second floor. No, Hazakura Temple is a single-story building, but the mountain itself slopes downward. So it's kind of like, you know, it's kind of like, it's kind of like, not all Canadians say a boot. Yes, Andy, we know. Which elevates the main gate side of the temple and the guest rooms in the back. Not all Canadians like maple syrup either. To about the height of a 2-story building. I see. And the victim was staying in one of these elevated rooms, correct? Yes, I should know. I'm the one, and not all Canadians speak French. Carried her to the room after all. I googled and oh gosh, it's a skinny little thing. Yeah, whippets are like that. They're really like whip-like. Okay, so anyway. The stabbing I saw must have occurred after she was pushed out of her window. What makes you so sure of this? Well, that contradicts the fucking autopsy, but go off, I guess. It's just like I told you earlier. I heard a noise from the courtyard, okay? Thump. Just like that. I like to imagine her acting out like thump, like she does like an arm motion. You're one smart sister, I'll give you that. The autopsy report states that the victim's body was covered in bruises. But the autopsy report also indicates that she fell after she died, so what's the truth? Indicating a fall from around 10 feet in height. I can't speak French for shit. Bonjour, je suis en pamplemousse. J'aime un ananas. Je voudrais nager. Hell yeah, French 101! It seems that the witness is not mistaken then. Yep, I'm more than just a pretty face, especially in winter. I'm a woman of faith. After all, I'm a Canadian and I know zero French. It be like that. The head honcho of Hazakura Temple. There's only 2 of them working there. What's wrong, Miles Edgeworth? No snappy comeback remark? He doesn't have a cute little perky partner to cheer him up during this. Doesn't feel like she's lying. This is very powerful testimony, too. She claims to have seen the instant in which the defendant stabbed the victim. There are only 2 things I can believe right now. Mika says cheese omelet and Prince, omelette du fromage, omelette du fromage. My client Iris and my own abilities as a defense attorney. I finished my bath around 11. Yep. Because the autopsy report, did they fuck up the order that the evidence is? They fucking did. I don't like when they do that. I want everything to be the way that I left it! Okay. Body fell 10 feet after death. Yes, yeah, I knew I was right. Fuck. Impressive logic. That's what I'd like to say, anyway. Oh, please do. My brain is something else, especially in winter. However, I think you're overlooking one thing. Miss Von Karma, would you be so kind as to take another look at the autopsy report? The autopsy report? The victim did fall from a height of 10 feet. However, this fall was after she was killed. That's right! It says after death right here. The scene the witness claims to have seen is contradictory. If the defendant stabbed and killed the victim there in the courtyard, how did the victim then go on to take a 10-foot fall? Order! The victim was killed and then fell! If that's the case, then the victim must have been killed in her room. Don't you agree? That is the logical conclusion. Yes, that's right. The victim must have been stabbed by the defendant in her own room, and then she was thrown out of the I'm getting ahead of myself. Then she was thrown out of her window down into the courtyard below. Were there any signs of a struggle in Miss Donim's room? She was stabbed with a sword. That would leave a blood stain, wouldn't you agree? Well, Miss Von Karma, was there any blood? No traces of blood were found in the victim's room. Your whip has just caused traces of blood to be found on my glorious playoff beard. However, if there was no blood in the room, then your claim that— I'm sure there's no need for me to go over this, as I'm sure your honor is well aware of when a stab wound produces the most blood. When it produces the most blood? Very little blood is actually lost at the moment of a blade's insertion. If you want to talk about when the most blood would be lost from a body, that would be when the blade is removed. Indeed. When the weapon is in place, it acts like a lid on the wound. That's true. With the weapon still in the body, there wouldn't be much bleeding. How long could you keep a fucking— how long could this stay inside of a person? So Fran has made someone bleed? Yeah, probably. I mean, she's also, like, works in law. She works in fucking criminal juice face. A perfectly reasonable line of thinking. We have come to a conclusion, then. The witness was thrown out of the window with the sword still in place. This removes all of the contradictions. That just sounds straight up like bullshit. That just sounds like fucking bullshit. Order! I must admit that this is a probable version of the— I'd expect no less from Franziska von Karma. She locates and takes control of every vital point. It seems that we need a clearer testimony from the witness. Remove all supposition on your part and tell us only the truth, please. Witness, please, remain standing on the crate. Don't go selling me short now. The weight of the winter snow has bent me out of shape, especially my back and my mood. Sister, please give us your testimony. I'll give you a vigorous massage once we're— Oh my. She means with the whip. Don't go for it. Don't do that. Don't go for that. I'll give you a vigorous massage once we are finished here. With the whip? Oh boy. Alright. When I looked across at the scene, the sword was already in place.
Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. I've never seen so much blood before. That's when I fainted. You can't blame me, can you?
Yes, I can.
And when I awoke, Mystic got me.
Well, that's a fucking slip. Bitch. Oh. This all confirms Ms. Von Karma's theory. What the fuck is going on here? Yeah, the statue stabbed her, don't you know?
Von Karma strive for nothing but perfection. Putting together such facts is nothing for me. You should know that, Miles Edgeworth.
Perfection is an impossibility, Franziska Von Karma, and I'm here to teach you just that. What the fuck is going on in this nut house courtroom? I swear to God. Okay. When I looked across at the scene, it was a living statue, Judge. At the time, was the victim bleeding? I was very shocked to be seeing all of this, of course, so I'm not entirely sure. But I don't think I saw any blood, not then. I'm sure that you didn't. The weapon was acting as a plug in the wound. Seems improbable, but okay. In any case, let's be clear on one very important point. Did you actually see the instant in which the victim was stabbed? Thinking about it now, I didn't actually see her stab Mystic Elise. Think carefully, this is very important. It's Iris we're talking about here, I'm thinking for all I'm worth. No, when I looked over, the sword was already in Mystic Elise's body. It might not be conclusive, but this testimony supports her theory. The victim was stabbed in her room and then dropped into the courtyard. I think this proves it rather well, Miles Edgeworth. I don't think so. This sounds like a crock of shit to me, but whatever. I've never seen so much blood. Cool. So you're saying that you saw the victim's blood? That's right. Some of it had splattered onto Iris, too. That's weird. When the defendant was arrested, she was meditating in her room and her blood-flecked clothing was neatly folded in the corner. What the fuck? That should have been mentioned to me earlier, I feel. Her clothes were blood-flecked as well? That seems quite conclusive to me. What should I do? Press this point further? Yeah, man. Fucking unga bunga, do it Phoenix Wright style. Going back to your previous statement, you said that you saw little bleeding when the victim was stabbed, but now you say you saw the victim bleeding? Well, I say that what I saw is what I saw. Thank you. What did you see? Maybe I didn't see the poor woman get stabbed, but I saw the girl pull the sword out of her, plain as day. Pulling the sword out? Well, it wasn't exactly pulling, it was more like it came out. Bleh. Yeah, add that to your testimony, because bitch, what the fuck? More important than you can imagine, because it's fucking, I saw the instant in which the blade plunged into the hilt was smoothly drawn out. That sounds improbable with that sword. Smoothly, you say? You're saying you saw the sword smoothly slide out? That's right. The whole thing happened right next to the gold statue of Mystic Abby. There's no fucking way. Fucking look at how it looks plunged through her like that. Like, no! Mystic Elise was on the ground and Iris was stooped over her. It looks like a fucking Christmas tree. There's just like, isn't the sword like fucked up? Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking. Look at it! That does not come out of someone smoothly ever. Sword is buried up to the hilt. It comes out as smoothly as ass up your ass. I meant to say sand up your ass crack, and I was trying to say ass up your ass crack. Wow, Mika, just so eloquent, so refined, such grace. Imagine if poop was shaped like that. You know, if there's one person I can depend on to say something worse than what I just said, it's Asian Andy 94. Nothing out of place here. That's fucking bullshit, Francesca. She said up to the hilt, yet blood is only on the tip. I know, right? Just the tip. This is all fucking shit. Look at the court record for 2 seconds and you're just like, no! No! Yeah, I don't fucking think so. Sister Bikini, you're a reliable witness. At least I'd like to think so. But there are too many contradictions here.
What do you mean? You make us out as though I'm a liar. But you're a handsome young man, so I'll forgive you.
What contradictions are you talking about? And the scene that the witness claims to have seen... I hate when you have seen and seen in a sentence like that. The weapon was thrust up to its hilt into the victim. Furthermore, the killer withdrew the weapon smoothly from the body. However, both of these are complete impossibilities. I'm sorry, I just really like this music. What was the judge saying? Explain yourself. To start with, do you think it would be possible to stab someone up to the hilt with this? No matter how I look at the defendant, she doesn't appear strong enough for that. Doesn't appear? What meaningless dribble. I too may appear to be weak and frail. No, you don't. But I can crush men under my heel and make them weep, so should I so choose. Franziska von Karma, ladies and gentlemen. Woman after my own heart. Coin post. I just see coin post CBT in the chat. Thank fucking God. Oh my God. Franziska, what did we do to deserve you? We don't deserve you. But I can crush men under my heel and make them weep should I so choose. The objection stands. I wept a little back there, I must admit. That isn't the only issue here. If this sword was truly stabbed into the body up to the hilt, well, just look at all the branches on it. It certainly wouldn't come out smoothly. That's... We also have the problem of the amount of bleeding. It's true that when a blade is left in a body, it acts as a plug of sorts. However, when the weapon was shaped like this, it's an entirely different story. The wound would be too large for the blade to completely stop from bleeding. That's nothing more than conjecture. In reality, the victim was stabbed with the shit. Can we put that in Ace Attorney out of context? In this case, like, every other line is, like, perfect for that. In reality, the victim was stabbed with the shichishito. Even a weapon of this nature may still sometimes slide out smoothly and may still sometimes stop the blood loss. I'm not finished. There's still one more. Conclusive contradiction. You still got more? This one is simple. If this sword really was thrust all the way to the hilt, then why is there only blood on the tip of it? Huh? You really didn't fucking notice that, Franny? Really? If this witness is telling the truth, then there should be blood along the entire length of the sword. No! See if the account takes submissions. Just submit the entire script for this particular case. Bravo, Miles Edgeworth, raising this many contradictions from a single piece of evidence. All the other attorneys I know could maybe manage one, if that. But what does this all mean? You have proven contradictions. I just said proven. Holy shit. Oh, wow. You have proven contradictions regarding the murder weapon, but having come this far, there can only be one answer. And that is? The weapon used to kill the victim was not the shichishito. A foolishly foolish idea born from the foolish mind of a foolhardy foolish fool. Let's examine this again. What was it that made us think this sword was the murder weapon? Well... because it was there in the victim's body. That would be a reason why. It's because Mystic Abi was holding it. Exactly. However, if you reflect on this, that is the only basis we have to assume such a thing. The impression left by the scene was just too strong. That is what influenced us. It influenced us to believe that the shichishito was the murder weapon. Order, order, order! So maybe the shichishito was not the murder weapon. Even if that is the case, it changes nothing, Miles Edgeworth. The sister here saw everything. She saw the defendant stab the victim with a sword-like object. That's true. Your response, Mr. Edgeworth? If that is so, I would like the prosecution to answer the obvious question it raises. The obvious question? Yes, namely, where did the real murder weapon disappear to? It goes without saying that the police searched the main hall and the surrounding area. Perhaps the prosecution can enlighten us as to if a sword-like object was found. That's... Answer the question, Ms. Von Karma. No evidence of that kind was found. Another mystery to throw into the pile. A trial without a murder weapon is a tricky beast.
Excuse me, could I say something? I just remembered something, actually.
What is it, sister?
I was just thinking it's possible that just maybe what actually happened was it was just over there.
What exactly are you going on about here?
The murder weapon, I mean. Maybe I think I might know where the sword was disposed of.
You what? Yeah, me too, Francisca.
Well then, I think we need to hear testimony from you one more time, sister.
Impossible.
What else? What else could this old woman have seen?
Old woman? Isn't she only like 48? She's not that old.
I saw the murder at around 11 p.m., and after asking that it be reported, I went down to the main gate, and there I saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon into Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all.
Cool. Witness, please tell us everything you know right away next time.
Well, I'm not in the best of shape. What with my back and my age, you know.
Whatever. Quite. There were indeed snowmobile tracks in front of the main gate. Here is a photograph. Cool. Sick. Very artistic. Snowmobile, eh? I see. Well, it certainly is an interesting theory. The tracks begin in front of Hazakura Temple and run all the way to Dusky Bridge. Cool. That solves your pesky little problem, yes? The Eagle River's current is quite swift, meaning that it doesn't freeze over in winter, making it the perfect place to dispose of the murder weapon. Did she really go to the river to dispose of the murder weapon? Mr. Edgeworth, your cross-examination, please. Alright, let's press the statements. I saw the murder... Hold it. You are sure about the time? Yes, I was worried about it after all. Why was that? Because I'm always gonna press all the statements unless the game explicitly tells me not to. Because I have a strong sense of responsibility, especially at this time of year. The acolyte was being doused in freezing water at the time. I couldn't very well take it and easy in the bath all night, now could I? So at 11, I decided to leave Hazakura Temple. Her estimation of the time seems reliable, at least. Please continue, sister. And after asking that it be reported, I went out to the main gate. You asked Phoenix Wright to report the crime, correct? Right, the one who trampled me. It seems she is the type to hold a grudge. There isn't a phone in the main hall, so I sent him to the bridge. Phoenix Wright, he didn't even have his cell phone on him. He had forgotten it at home, apparently. What a naive boy, as always. I mean, you're not wrong. It's a very Phoenix thing to do. Not only do I always carry my phone, but I always have my whip in hand, too. Boy, that's shocking. Anyway, I was really scared, and it was taking him a while to get back, so I thought I'd go out by the main gate for a spell. And there I saw tracks that indicated the snowmobile had been used. As I recall, there was a snowmobile outside the main gate when I visited. That's it, that's the only one we have. It'll run no matter how much snow falls. Now, you're certain the snowmobile was there at the main gate when you arrived? Yes, of course. It was parked in front of the gate. So she had already gone, discarded the murder weapon, and returned by that time. I'm not sure if this is really relevant. What should I do? Fuck it, press further, always. Fuck it! I need the answers to every possible doubt. My dad forgets his phone sometimes. Do I ever forget my phone? I don't think I do, but I'm not really the type of person to be glued to my phone all the time either. I just usually, when I leave the house, I'm like, do I have my keys? Do I have my wallet? Do I have my phone? I do. Cool, let's go. So, the snowmobile in question, was it still warm at that time? Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean, eh? What do you mean, Miles Edgeworth? What do you mean, what do I mean? I'm playing to a slow crowd here. It goes without saying that using a snowmobile will heat its engine. If it was still warm, then it means it was recently used. Oh, I see. I never thought of that. So obviously she has no clue. What the fuck? Did I just hit the... I'm sorry, hold on. Of course you did. Then answer the question, please, witness. I don't often go around touching hot engines. How However, now that you mention it, there wasn't any snow on it. Snow? Well, yeah, if, you know, there would be snow. For some reason, only the snowmobile wasn't covered in snow. Pardon my yawn. There wasn't any snow on it? Curses! It seems highly likely the killer did use the snowmobile then, eh? Yeah. How long does it take to get to Dusky Bridge by snowmobile? It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Well, yeah. In that case, why didn't you use it yourself? You could have spared yourself some walking. Ah, there's a reason for that. Have we got a moment for me to explain? Yeah, fuck it, go for it. I think that's why the question was asked in the first place. It was about a month ago. I was driving my beloved little snowmobile, happy as can be. I'd fetched some water, and I was heading back when I went and crashed into a tree. The tree and my back both went crunch, just like that. Crunch. That sounded like a gulping sound. In fact, that sounded like the sound of Godot gulping coffee. So that makes me quite uncomfortable. Crunch! I haven't been able to find the courage to write anything since then. Anyway, the killer must have used it. Maybe they threw the weapon in Eagle River and came back when I was knocked out? Sure. Refresh our memory. How long were you knocked out for? Like I said, somewhere between 10 to 20 minutes. It's possible to get to the bridge and back in 10 minutes using the snowmobile. I have to concede that is more than enough time. Is that all you wish to concede, Miles Edgeworth? Fuck off, Francesca von Karma. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snowmobile after all. Well, it would have been possible time-wise. One element remains out of place here. Oh, and what would that mystery element be? The killer's reasoning, Your Honor. Why did the killer do all of this? Why go to the Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon when there are other methods? Too many unanswered questions. Your response, Miss Von Karma? Blah, that's a good response. Turning to me for help over the slightest thing. Why don't you think for yourself once in a while, Your Honor? Huh? She's over the top as always. Anyway, whatever the reason, the fact remains that the defendant could have done this. The murder weapon was disposed of in the river. Another point to me, Miles Edgeworth. Another mystery to feed the fire. Was there any reason to go and throw away the murder weapon? Luckily, there's surely a problem with this testimony. Now all I have to do is start poking holes in this flawed account. Crunch. Okay, I saw the murder at around 11. And after asking... Okay, what does the autopsy say? It was after 11, right? Wait a minute. I saw the murder at around 11? Yeah, I guess that's fine. Right? Because it happened between 10 and 11? That better not be the contradiction. I posted a new chapter of a fic? Hell yeah! After asking that it be reported, I went to the main gate, and there I saw tracks that indicated a snowmobile had been used. It takes 50 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge, but less than 5 using one of those. Maybe they threw the weapon in the Eagle River and came back while I was knocked out. Iris could have done that. She can drive a snow... Is that the contradiction? No. The contradiction isn't that she saw the murder at around 11, is it? Come on. After all this snowmobile shit? Don't think so? Oh, okay. Cool. I was just like, it better not be. It better not. Something's kind of off about this photo, I feel like. Where's the map? What does it say? From main gate to Dusky Bridge. Isn't it weird that there's no tracks going the other way, or is that just me? After asking it to be reported, I went to the main gate. Let me see that photo. Yeah, isn't the photo weird? Yeah, that's part of it, Mika. Oh, man. Yeah, there's shit. And also the stairs. How the fuck? Wait, what? Hold on. Hold on. With the weather report. Where is that now? Fuck, everything got moved around. Shit. So between lightning from 10 to 11, lightning struck Dusky Bridge at 10:45. That seems weird. It stopped snowing 10 minutes before 11. Yeah. It did. It takes 10 minutes to do a round trip on the snowmobile. Yeah, it does. I'm still not sure where I'm supposed to present what. But let me double check these. So there's missing tracks. There is, but I'm not sure where to... Man, I was actually on the right track with that. Haha, get it? Tracks. Track, I was on the right track. Tracks? Funny? Please laugh. Do I just, like, present the photo to this part here? Jokes. We got jokes. I feel like, yeah. Save state and try. I mean, it can never hurt, can it? Once you do a good old save state. Remember that time we did half a case and I used, like, all of my health right in the beginning? God, that sucks. God fucking damn it. Shithole. Shit fucking game. I swear to God. Why does Grandma look like she'll shit herself? She'll shit herself. Oh, she will. Don't think she won't. Well, it's missing tracks, but I don't really... It takes 15 minutes to walk to Dusky Bridge. She's like 40, isn't she? I know, Ren keeps saying grandma, and I'm like, she's not, she's, what, like 40? She's not old enough to be a grandma, I don't think. Track photo on the 5th statement. Oh, okay, hold on. 48, yeah, she's not that old. She could be a grandma, but she's not grandma like 2, 3, 4. Sounds unlikely, I think. I love when someone's like, do this! I think. Cool. I admit this photograph proves something. It proves that the snowmobile was used on the night of the murder.
You finally accepted the inevitable, it seems, Miles Edgeworth.
Please stop saying my full name. However, if what the witness says is true, why is there only one set of tracks? God, this fucking track is so good. I love it. Sounds so hard-boiled, you know? What do you mean? Iris left Hazakura Temple, threw the weapon in the river, and then returned. If this was the case, then naturally there would be 2 sets of tracks in the snow. Those from heading out to the bridge, and those from coming back. Ugh, you're right.
You're forgetting one thing, Miles Edgeworth. On the night of the murder, it was snowing. The tracks leading to the bridge were erased by the snowfall. This removes your precious contradiction now, doesn't it?
I see. While she was at the river, the snow stopped, leaving just the return tracks in the snow.
What do you have to say now, Miles Edgeworth?
Is there a flaw in her theory? The idea that the snowfall covered one set of tracks? Yeah, that's bullshit, right? We were talking about that. Let me double check this. It should have still shown, like, assuming that she left at, like, 10:50. It still should have shown it, right? I'm getting confused here. Snow couldn't have covered it up. Okay, cool. Because it stopped. Yeah, I'm just, The tracks to the river were covered by snow. What a nice theory. However, Miss Von Karma, that is impossible.
Would you care to explain why there's a rude index finger currently pointed in my general direction?
No need. Man, his hands are huge. They're like bigger than his head. Sorry. I get that that's like the perspective, but I'm just like, bruh. No need. The evidence will do all the talking for me. Man, it's nice to have a defense attorney with confidence. On the night of the murder, the killer went to and returned from Dusky Bridge in order to dispose of the murder weapon. The outgoing tracks were erased by snow, or so claims Miss Von Karma. Mr. Edgeworth, present your evidence to the contrary, eh? Evidence that the outgoing tracks were not covered by snow.
Take that!
Take that. Objection. Take that. Hold it. Witness, please tell us again what time it was when you witnessed the crime.
Like I said, it was around 11.
Of course, this means that the weapon was thrown away after that time, correct? On that note, please take a look at this data. It is the weather report... Or fuck, I don't know why I said it like that. It is the weather report for Eagle Mountain on the night of the murder. The weather report? Snow started to fall at 7 p.m., but it stopped at around 10:50. Therefore, when the sister witnessed the crime at 11 p.m., the snow had already stopped falling. It's impossible for any tracks made after that time to have been covered up. Order. Very well then. It looks like Miss Von Karma's claim has been snowed in. Oh, Hilda, did I wake you up? I'm sorry. It's too soon to be closing this trial due to snow. Miles Edgeworth, how pathetic of you to rely on the weather of all things. Answer me this, then. When is a weather report ever correct? No, you got it all wrong. This isn't a forecast, this is actual data. Forecast data, all weather reports have some inaccuracies. It may still have been snowing in the vicinity well past 11 p.m. It's true, we cannot be totally sure. What? How did she pull that off? Because she's Francisca. It stopped snowing at Hazakura Temple when the murder took place. You need to provide conclusive evidence of this. I've come this far. There's no turning back now. Very well. I, too, cannot allow any doubt to remain concerning this testimony. Huh! You can't back down, can you? Such a perfectionist, Miles Edgeworth. Very well then, Mr. Edgeworth. Where is your evidence that it already stopped snowing when the victim was killed? Dun 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 dun. Psh. What do we got here? The crime scene photo? I don't... Are you guys sure? Man, this is a wacky photograph. Is she wearing tennis shoes with that outfit? She would be covered in snow, right? Oh yeah!
Take that!
Ultimately, it all comes down to one point. That being, whether or not it was snowing in that courtyard when the victim was stabbed. That's right, but proving that is incredibly easy. If we want to know whether it was snowing or not, if we want to know whether or not the weather was snowy, haha, this photo will tell us everything. Of course, I'm referring to the photo of the crime scene. As you can see, everything is covered with snow, with just one exception. And that is... I'm sorry, Francisca, do you have eyes? The victim herself, Miss Elise Donham. Why is there no snow on top of her? The answer is simple. It had stopped snowing when she was killed, that's why. In other words, if the killer really did go to Eagle River to dispose of the murder weapon, then in this photograph, there should be two sets of tracks. Order! Just what are you suggesting, Miles Edgeworth? To be honest, I'm not entirely sure myself, but this is simply what all of... Does this mean Edgeworth's internal monologue is actually more similar to Phoenix's than we thought? You know when Edgeworth is like, objection, and then he's like so sure of himself, he's like, look, it contradicts this, your contradiction sucks, Does that mean in his head too, Edgeworth is like, actually, I'm bullshitting, but maybe this will work. Oh man, you gotta love these guys. This is simply what all of the facts point to. That night, someone used the snowmobile to leave Hazakura Temple. From the tracks left, it can be understood that they were heading for Dusky Bridge. At that time, it was still snowing. Of course it was, because those tracks were gone. Then, when this person returned to Hazakura Temple, the snow had stopped. Thus, the return tracks remained. Can I say something? This all sounds a bit fishy to me. What does, sister? There's only one key for the snowmobile. Furthermore, on the night in question, we know the defendant had it. The key was found in her room after the murder. Which could only be that night. Iris used the snowmobile to go to the inner temple. But Iris said that she never went there. I should probably press on this point some more when I get the chance. The snowmobile can't cross the suspension bridge, so she must have left it on the Hazakura side of the bridge and crossed on foot. That sounds right. But what's odd is when I left Iris and returned to Hazakura Temple, I didn't see anything near Dusky Bridge. You must have just failed to see it, sister. Maybe, but when I made it back to Hazakura Temple, it was there by the main gate. The snowmobile, I mean. I know what I saw. It was covered in snow, too. I'm sorry, I heard a weird sound in my house. Stop skipping all this dialogue! Was that you, Hilda? Hilda, were you crying? I think maybe Hilda cried a little bit. I'm not sure. Order, order, order in the court! What does this all mean? So then what was the snowmobile used for? It wasn't taken by the defendant when she went to the inner temple. If it had been, then the witness couldn't possibly have seen it by the gate. Furthermore, it wasn't used by the killer to dispose of the murder weapon. Why is there always a weird sound at around 1 in the morning? That's a good question. Maybe there's a ghost that only likes to bug me at 1 in the morning, and after that he's like, I'm done. If that was the case, there should be 2 sets of tracks in this photo. All we know is this. After it stopped snowing, someone used the snowmobile to return to Hazakura Temple. I never thought a simple snowmobile could cause so much trouble. I think we've arrived at this point due to the witness.
Yes, yes, I've nothing more to add. I've told you everything that I know.
Well then, that still leaves us with the same problem. If only there was someone, a witness who could testify to having seen the snowmobile. A witness, huh? Was there no one out walking perhaps near Dusky Bridge on that night?
I don't think that's likely. It was cold enough to freeze your ears off. Only an idiot would go out wandering in that. Unless they had something really important to do.
I wonder who we should call to testify. That's a shame. Hold on. Something is coming to me. An idiot may well have gone wandering out on a subarctic night. Your Honor, I actually have an idea. There may be one individual able to help us. Really? You know of someone who might have seen the snowmobile on the night of the murder? I don't know for sure if he saw it or not, but there are 2 things about him that do come to mind. Which are, first, that he saw something incredible on the night of the murder. And the second being, this individual that I'm thinking of went wandering outside on that cold night. In other words, he is our kind of idiot. Mr. Edgeworth, who is this idiot you're talking about? No fucking shit. This guy must be a product of the Jean-Luc de Leduc's Guide to Obnoxious French Painting. This is Larry Butts, the student of the victim, Elise Stoneham. Her student? Interesting. Why was he wandering on the night of the murder? Because he's dumb. Because he's dumb as fucking bricks. My dude, he's stupid. That's... I could tell them about his designs for Iris, but it may cost us his credibility as a witness before I even call him. He is, after all, an artist. He was perhaps searching for something in the snowy scenery that would move him, although I cannot guarantee that this is the reason. And so, this unfortunate, unreliable-looking man, what exactly was it that he saw? I intend to extract that from him right here in this courtroom. Summon this youth as a witness immediately. I have no choice, do I? I believe he is in the gallery for this trial. It will not take long to summon him. Very well. Larry... You may have escaped me yesterday, but today I'm going to get everything out of you. The court will now adjourn for a 20-minute break. Miss Von Karma, please see to preparing the next witness. Understood, Your Honor. Good. Well then, court is now in recess. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. I want to move on to Tomodachi Life. But I'll keep going. I know you guys want me to. You're gonna lose your minds if I don't. Do you think Larry likes it when she whips him? Well, we're probably gonna find out. Do it, Mika. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Edgeworth pretty much only wants Larry on the stand so he can find out what he's hiding from him. Miles Edgeworth, petty bitch at law.
Excuse me, Mr. Edgeworth. I'm not really sure what to say.
I meant Tomodachi. Oh, you guys want me to save this for tomorrow? Really? You want me to do Tomodachi? I mean, fuck. Since y'all are good now, since you're all like, yeah, I've had enough Ace Attorney, then shit. Alright, let's do a save state. I'll save state as... I don't know, guys. What's a weird file name that I won't forget tomorrow? Larry's a dumb stupid.dst. Clown jobs? You got it. Clownjobs.dst. Clown jobs. Cool. I was just thinking, do I need a break? I don't think I really need a break.